tribe or home area for these particular individuals, these druids, are not in their normal way of living, as one can see and tell. It has come aware to you all that they are supposedly coming to. Actually, I don't know if they specified exactly what they're doing here, but that they come here at times to go about their business away from home. Fun little thing real quick, since I got the tool. I guess I'll wait till second I can do it. But I figured out how to do the cutscenes, so I can totally do like a little cutscene thing. So that's pretty cool, but we'll get to that. Otherwise, you guys were faced with the option of either hanging out with these bad boys that are totally nice and kind up to this point, or for you guys to pass on and continue straight to the school.
I remember we need to get, I think it's Shio, right? We need to get Shio wet.
Shio has to stay damp at all times, or he does take acid damage. And on top of that, I believe what have you guys? Let me see. Let me look for my note paper. Oh, hold on. Let me go grab it. I left it in the other room when I was taking other notes. Hold on a second. Let me go grab that. But nonetheless, you guys are given the option because they did offer for you guys to stay with them if you guys wanted to stay the night. I believe the travel was just over a day's travel back to the campus grounds. But let me go grab my notes to make sure. Give me 1 second. But you guys may plan and discuss as you wish. At no point is this a hostile environment. They're just out here talking with spears in their hands. It happens.
I think when we left, we said we were going to try to go get Shio help at the school, right? Because we already rested. There's not really a reason to stay here and rest more.
That's true. The others, though, are tired.
But what if we got food?
I think I have rations. I will give you a ration just so we can get back. Because, like, we have to fix Shio, and we got to tell them about the aboleth.
Are we sure it was an aboleth? Like, you know, it could have been like any number of things. There's a lot of weird fish things out there and all that sort of
I like
jazz.
Shio's thinking. We should go back, kill it, and get a sample.
Well, regardless, we're going back because I remember that we were talking about we want all the stuff in that mimic room.
I do want all that is in the mimic room.
That's what I'm saying.
If we can find it. Who knows if that place actually moved.
What place?
What are you guys wearing? Got your asses kicked.
We were getting our asses kicked.
Let's see. Percent above water, stabilized, right? First other, not a frog. You need a 6th level service to help Shio.
Yeah, I remember they weren't experienced enough to help.
The chief's name is Keelan here at the Druid's location. And let's see. Otherwise, that's the most important things. Zach has 4 points of exhaustion, so he wasn't looking too hot. And you guys escaped an aboleth. Yeah. Wet Brown for his life. And that's pretty much the major points. So, with all of this great information that you guys now all have at your disposal, originally you guys did sound like you wanted to avoid hanging out with these guys any further, but how do you all feel now? Or is there any field questions you'd like to throw at them or with the group prior to actual engaging in your conversation with them or what have you? How would you guys like to begin?
So if we did stay, would you have voles for dinner?
Well, we'll have whatever it is we find. We'll probably do a quick hunting party to gather some fresh meats.
Is it like a nomad tribe or is this like their town?
So they are not native here. They stay here with permission. They do not tell you who gave them permission, but this is not their home. They are absolutely nomadic in their current passing of nature. They have just been, we'll say, squatting here briefly.
Do you have a tub I could sit in if we're gonna stay?
Well, we have a well, and I'm sure we can feel enough seating around a certain chair to accommodate your conspicuous needs.
Appreciated.
Though those curses are more preferred to not be tainting of our tribe, we'll make an exception of good faith, as long as you promise not to pass it on to any others.
I don't know if it can be passed on, but I'll do my best not to.
Everyone who's ever said that has been wrong.
I don't know. I got voles at home.
So are you saying that you'd like to not partake, or you wanted voles specifically?
What?
He's inquiring whether or not you wish not to stay because of your choice in meal or snack.
No, it's more that we're wasted half a day or day.
I see. Well, do not let our burdensome presence become an issue. You may continue and proceed. It's just north.
I don't know, y'all. I am exhausted. I could definitely go for some fresh food and or sleep.
I'm just worried about Shio.
How would Fenris respond?
Let's see.
You guys got coffee?
I think I'm good with them. Whatever you guys need, but Seg looks like he needs a little pick me up. But he seems to be afraid of my coffee. I can't see why. He's like twitching with his eye, all stupid and shit, and his ears all limp-sided. Like it's like definitely not currently paying attention to the rest of its body's commands.
It's up to y'all. I'm rested. I got my spells. Like, I'm just worried about Shio.
I assure you all, it's at least half a day's travel at a expedient pace, but there may be faceful challenges along the road, as there is none but more of a understood path and direction.
I'm a cobbler. Can I make our shoes more suitable for the travel?
Can you turn into a bird?
It's pretty much just like basic. They're basically saying that there's not a beaten path or a laid out path. More so as you just kind of passing through the plains and hoping nothing comes your way.
Why do I gotta turn into a bird? Seg is a bird.
No, I'm just saying if you turned into a bird. All right, we also have Fenris who can't fly.
Well, I could turn into a horse.
I'm pretty sure I can carry Fenris.
I don't often do the whole put a pray thing, but I am. If you need me to, I will.
I can turn into a bird.
You can already fly.
I can turn into a bigger bird.
Oh, you could let someone ride you?
Yeah. I think 2 people as a draft horse. Or a war horse or whatever.
That's true. We could get back to campus pretty quick if we choose to fly and you turn into a horse.
Well, we could turn into a vulture and we can all fly.
Does he have that ability?
Who?
I think so.
Who? What?
I don't think so. Since I'm only a 2 druid and I'm not a moon, I think I can only do quarter.
Oh, you're a 2 druid? That'd be why.
Yeah, I think I can only do quarter transformations.
Okay, I thought you were full.
Dang, he just said that you're a fool. That's what he is.
Gotta go to full druid all the time.
Well, we should be able to get back to campus pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, I guess horse it is.
So, who's required to turn into a horse in order for such to occur?
I gotta turn into a horse to bring everybody that can't fly.
Okay.
Man, I can't wait to level up and I have polymorph.
All right, 1 second.
I never even thought about that. That'd be really cool, huh?
Let's see. So okay, there's one or 2 of you can fly already. So then it's really just Shio, Fenris, and Shio could fly 2 technically, right?
Yeah, I can fly.
So, how many horses do we actually need? Because technically, only 2 people, to my understanding, are on foot. It
We
could
only need
be
one horse.
Fenris and Wet. But in the sense of Fenris being absent, you guys can just take care of the necessary needs. If Wep is still needed to become a horse just to keep up in pace, then I can understand that also. But I'm just trying to understand if everyone's flying and the rest of you guys are galloping, or if some of you are flying and galloping, like, because the pace isn't the same. Basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So if some of you are riding a horse and running on the horse, and not all of you guys have the same flying speed, then technically the horse will still outpace the team. So I'm trying to grasp what the team as a whole is expected to do in the sense of expediency. Are you all trying to move at the same pace? Or are you all trying to like just kind of
Same
stagger?
pace. No,
Yeah,
we'll do the
same-
same pace.
Same
Yeah.
pace. Who has the slowest fly speed?
Probably me. I'm not fast.
What's your fly speed?
30.
Okay, then we'll go 30.
Well, I don't know. Isn't my movement halved because I have 4 points of exhaustion?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Then I have a fly speed of 25 feet.
Dang. Then maybe you ride the horse.
Yeah, I'll take you and Fen.
And then I can carry Iz, and then we can go. How fast can a horse go?
I mean,
Fast. I think it's like 40 or
about 60, I think. So
Yeah, it's
technically
pretty
double
quick.
that.
Because you turn into a specific type of horse, though, right? Because I know there are different speeds that different horses have in D&D.
Warhorse.
I usually do Warhorse just because, in case of anything, I can kick it in the face.
Yeah, and I think those are the fastest too.
It's what I used in that ball game we played a while back.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's up to you. You just tell me at the end exactly what you're doing, so I can make sure it's accordingly and prepped.
Okay, so your speed as a war horse is the same as my fly speed, so we should be good.
All right, perfect.
So we can move 60 feet, and that's our base speed when we both fly and run as a horse. So that'll speed up our trip quite a bit.
Especially since if you're flying, you guys can also be our recon. You'll have a higher vantage point.
Yeah, you keep an eye on the skies, and we'll keep an eye on the ground.
Okay. All right.
Who's keeping an eye on this, guys?
What?
Who's keeping an eye on this, guys?
Anyone who's going to be on the horse, keep an eye on the skies. The people on the skies will keep an eye on the ground.
Oh.
So, how will you tell me if there's something in the sky?
You'll just shoot a crossbow. Seg, just shoot your gun in the air.
Wait,
there's an
are
enemy.
you shooting at
It'll hit
me
you.
or the thing in the air?
Shoot a bullet into the ground then, Seg.
I'm aiming at Trio, but not intentionally.
So, how am I supposed to tell you that there's something on the ground?
I can do an Eldritch Blast.
Well, you're not going to be in the air with me, are you?
I am, yeah. I'm carrying you.
And I
Oh.
can
You're carrying him, but he can fly. Oh, I'm confused.
Oh, I'm just taking a nap then.
My flight speed is faster than Iz's flight speed.
Gotcha.
So it just makes more sense to pick up the little guy and go fast.
Then you
Be
see
like,
that
"It's not."
little guy. Okay.
He makes me carry him when he gets tired anyway.
Yep.
I'm on the horse, right?
Yeah.
From what I'm understanding,
Okay.
You and Fenris are on the horse. Iz and I will be in the sky. And we'll keep an eye on the land. It should be pretty plains. They said it was plains, right?
yeah, sorry.
Okay, so it should be
it's an
fairly
open
easy
plain.
to spot most enemies, unless they are specifically trying to ambush us. But at that point, it's better to have our party in the sky and on ground.
I like how the shoes on the other foot. The first time I fucking met y'all, Seg had to carry me. Now I get to carry Seg.
Life as we know it.
It comes
Nothing is ever.
full circle.
And he's just as exhausted as when you first met.
Yeah,
Is
in
he?
some aspect, some things haven't changed. Almost, if anything. If
Oh
not.
yeah, he is the same level. Oh, Seg, always tired. You've never seen an energized Seg.
This. And,
I just need more coffee. That's all, man.
You have
Yeah,
fun with
when
that.
it's safe for you to drink it, Jesus. All right.
Oh,
Boom, boom. I'm gonna change the visuals. Boom. I'm trying to set up a visual for you guys real quick. Token vision, fire exploration, save. It's going to reload. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. All right, the four of you. Now it's Seg and is flying. I mean, sorry, not Seg and is. Shio and is the land is at 48.8 feet. Don't have to remember the number, but just the general understanding. So with it being 48.8 feet, how high would you be flying off the ground?
how high are the clouds? Like, I want to go like halfway between the party and the clouds, so that I can like dive up for some moisture and dive back down.
7,000 feet.
Is it 7,000 feet?
Drink
Yeah.
clouds.
Never mind then. Never mind.
It's questionable.
So
So
Shio's going to spend the next month and a half flying up to the clouds then?
I'll see you guys.
Bye.
My people need me.
That is
We'll
where I
say
go.
that the clouds are like. If I had to say, like, give it a number, I'd say maybe 50 to 60 feet up at the minimum.
They said they got a well. Do you just want to like fill like your water skin or something?
Oh, I'm filling my water skin for sure. And then, but when that inevitably runs out on the trip there, because it takes half a day, then I can use the clouds as dip into them. But I'll be just 30 feet off the ground.
Okay.
One day I can
Yeah,
control
got
the
it.
weather and I'll have a permanent thunderstorm over you.
Please don't, I just want to get this curse removed.
But
I-
you said you want to be moist all the time. A thunderstorm will have rain all the time.
That sounds amazing. We should definitely do that to Shio.
Yeah, the
Alright,
lightning.
looks like
keep
I'm
your enemies
wasting my max tier spell on Dispel Magic every morning.
You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Can
One
I
second.
combine my
Let me see.
frostbite
There's a
with my
cloud
produce flame
option.
to make water?
Say it again.
Can I combine my frostbite with my produce flame to make water?
Questionable on that one. We'll leave that to wonder because you haven't
I can
tried it yet.
control water
That
and
is
just make it stay on you.
So that is
Oh
some.
yeah, you could
I'm
do that.
thinking. It's changing the
Yeah.
approach. Yeah, that's very possible. 1 second. I'm trying to create the illusion.
Like I could potentially just keep you wet all the time.
Let's go with the control water to make me wet, because that's a cantrip, right?
Shape waters, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
The control water is higher level, but that's like 100 square feet.
Okay, that's not bad.
And I'll just do that. I think it lasts for what, an hour? Oh, and I can animate it? Oh, yes.
I don't think it says. Oh yeah, it says you free. No, it's the water freezing for an hour. I think this is permanent.
You can cause the water to form into simple shapes and animate at your direction. This change lasts for 1 hour.
If you cast a spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought it was like the Artificer ability where it's just minor illusion, but you get 5 permanent ones.
Alright, I tried to add cool clouds. Didn't happen, but that's okay.
You could shape them clouds into water.
I'm going to make a pseudo armor out of water for you. Won't save you from anything, but it'll look cool.
Whoa.
It will look rad.
Breathe.
Alright, so it's okay. That doesn't matter because here's what you guys are going to end up eventually going across. As you guys are passing through and flying, right? So you guys say goodbye, farewell, see you later to the other people. To the little druid guys.
As polite as possible. Yep.
Yeah,
You're
politely.
like, laters really don't want to be here. Cool. So with that,
Yeah, I'm
let's-
cursed.
Just
Bye.
like while they're trying to like politely excuse us, can I just like collapse and vomit all over the ground?
Oh yeah, sure. They'll just be
On
like,
the other hand, we don't want you guys staying.
perhaps your friend should get some attention. And I don't know what their problem is, but your other friend, his problem is unfixable by us. He's referring to Shio. in the sense of the other problem. But I didn't say that they can't help, Seg, but don't know what the problem is yet to offer help.
Seg's being dramatic again.
I mean, I guess I'm fine either way, but I wouldn't mind some rest. But sounds like we're headed back to campus.
Yeah.
The
You get
crew
pressed
people
there.
can't fix Shio, but can they identify what's wrong with Shio?
Oh, didn't we say it was a curse?
Yeah, well, yeah. So you guys know it's an infect. It's a. Hold on, there's a proper wording for what he has. 1 second.
A poison? That's not a
It's
poison.
not.
Disease.
I think it's a disease, and you guys can't heal diseases right now. One of your guys' spells don't specify it. I think.
No,
Yeah, I
we
don't-
can cure diseases, but it needs to be like a 6th level cure disease.
Yes,
spell.
that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Can't you just cast the cure diseases spell with like other casters to amplify it?
Nope.
Oh, sure. Let me just find that in the school book.
Don't you know that the school book's infinite? The more
I
you read,
know.
the more rules they add.
It's a vicious circle. I'll never finish it at this rate.
Or you'll have to find or you'll just have to keep going until they run out of rules to make.
No, I have a better idea. I'm going to have an infinite subset of myself each read one page of the infinite book.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a pretty smooth process right there. I could
That's a
definitely
loophole, I
respect that.
guess.
It's one way. All right.
Where am I going to put an infinite is?
All right, let's make some tracks.
That's your next decision, I guess. But as you all begin to head out and say your farewells and bye-byes, you were going to go how high, Shio? About 50 or so feet?
Just 30.
Just 30, okay. So you guys see as you're traversing about, how far would you guys want to go before you take your first serious gander of the surrounding?
I do it immediately, and then every like half hour after that.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm probably going to depend on the people on my back to be surveying since I'm kind of just hauling ass.
I will do my best.
I'm going to pass out.
All right, so we have an active assembly of 2, basically, is what I'm getting, correct?
Yep. Just
Yep.
wake me up when you need more water, or at least every hour.
Okay.
All right, as you guys are going further ahead, Shio, please, you get to begin at advantage with a perception check of what may be ahead. Good thing you have that advantage.
Oh yeah.
So let's say you manage to keep enough water on you to kind of like drip over yourself, etc., to keep yourself in a simple, content situation or so. You see up ahead that there is a break where those who are on land must find a way over a small ravine. But with that little ravine is a nice, subtle supply of water. So at least you won't be in continuous need, at least in the brief moment in which you're currently traveling. However, you do notice quite a few smaller-like objects in the distance, scattering the field. I won't go as far as to say that you know what any of them are from your 15 and the distance in which you are from them. However, I will say that you do recognize it as not to be something to be taken for granted after your previous adventures and genuine thoughts and well-being. How would you go about signaling or communicating with, I guess, the only other currently consciously active individual?
Well, I'd fly back down to like fly next to them
Mhm.
and like wake up and say, "Wake up, everyone."
But you're a horse, right, Whip? Again?
Yep, we smell.
You got it. You got a little.
It looks like there are some people up ahead, and I think they saw me and hid. So we might have an ambush, but it could also just be people scared.
Don't Like a fish, or that it's afraid of a flying fish.
A flying fish?
Yeah,
Nah, my wings are all glowy, so it looks weird.
I don't know. Maybe we can go ask him.
Also, there's like a ravine we have to go over. Or no, a river.
It's more like a ravine with water in it. Here, I'll bring you guys into the visuals, but I won't let me try to hide all the things that you can't make out quite.
It's gonna take me a bit, but I could build a bridge.
Let's see. It's not that challenging, but let us see. Here's.
Like the sides of it, we could like knock them over.
There are no trees, no
What?
life, no growth.
Knocking over trees. Give me maybe 10 minutes. I'll have a bridge, and we can walk across that bridge.
All right. How
I
far?
will. I'm gonna start building the bridge by shaping water
Ooh. Okay.
and then freezing it solid to make a walkable platform.
Okay. Give me a second. Let's see what we can do for you. I clicked the wrong button. So now it's going to take a second to think. So you're going to take the time to do that. As you're doing that, Web, do you stay in your horse form the entirety?
Yeah.
I am a horse.
How
The
long does
horse is
that
me.
last?
We should
It's
know.
your wild shape, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it should last a
It-
while, I think.
I want to say it's your level or something. It's yeah. Let me look it up.
Let's find out.
Our friends just got crushed by a bridge. What did you do?
Behold my engineering skills.
Now we have to go to another alternate reality and get heroes.
It never ends.
It never ends. All right, Iz.
Hold on, we'll get to that. Don't do nothing yet.
Let's try to get some paladins next time.
Number of hours equal to half your druid level, rounded down.
So that
So
would
whatever
make
your druid
it
is, half.
decent. So he should have plenty of time then in the set form.
Yep.
Okay, easy enough. So you produce this bridge dun,
That's dope.
before you, and it is nice frozen solid ice. Now, as you're producing this, before you guys pass it, the horse. Give me a perception check. I believe you use what stats do you use in druid form?
I use my perception, well, my like int type stuff and its strength type stuff.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and use your perception. Is your awake? Go ahead and give a perception. Seg, go ahead and give me a perception as Shio is just in awe of his abilities.
That's one perceptive horse.
Yeah, you as a horse absolutely know that those are not little people across the bridge. You two know, both of you guys know that there is a herd. Even Seg can just smell the air and smell the bird flu of cockatrice all across on the other side.
Egg is gonna moan out.
Wait, did I build a bridge to a bunch of little bird peoples?
You're on the way to doing so.
Quick, Seg, speak bird, make friends.
Ironically, bird is not one of my languages. I speak common, moron.
Ow.
Even.
What was that for?
It's for my woe wheel thing. It's a
Okay,
new day, so I need to roll.
got it. Dig it. So you got a what does that have a name?
Wheel?
Benefit, right?
Well, it's a benefit to allies. The other one's
Yeah.
bane to my
Negative.
enemies.
We have a bird that forgot his own tongue.
So, as you go about
Oh.
completing this bridge, you do see that the cockatrice's attention has come to notice it. Is there anything you guys wish to prepare?
Oh yeah, we should probably do something before they cross my bridge. I bet I can collapse the bridge. I mean, can they swim?
I don't know. But
Down there, I don't think we're gonna see them again.
I mean, we probably won't ever see them again. But let's let them try to cross the bridge and use it as a choke point to kill them. Who
Maybe
has
it was
like
on
line of sight spells, like just lightning bolt or something like that?
Maybe they're friendly and just want to cross the bridge.
Some of them come closer to investigate.
We've learned about cockatrice. I'm pretty sure they're aggressive. Can we make a history check?
Sure. No, I'm being. Yeah, I get it. Sure.
Because we fought cockatrice before.
Not everything in nature wants to kill us.
Chio, you don't remember the cockatrice actually being aggressive to you.
Oh.
But it doesn't mean it couldn't be aggressive. These ones don't look as friendly as the ones you saw at school. Let's just put it that way.
These
They're
are
a bit
wild.
more. Exactly. They're a bit more potential. As they all start to look, some of them, one gets close enough to lick at the bridge, just. But nothing comes to cross it quite yet. Another one runs up, right? We'll say this one runs up behind the one that was licking it and bumps into it. Poof, and the other one goes, falls into the water and just starts going along the top there. Just starts calling from the others below as it just, whoops, I put it lower on accident.
I'm gonna go up into the sky while they do this. That way, if they attack, I'm not the first attacked.
I'm also going to go into the sky, despite my exhaustion.
All right. You take to the sky in your tough condition. You got it.
So, fight.
No, not yet. We're gonna
How high
let
do
them
you
make
go
the
into the
first
sky?
move.
How does cockatrice taste?
They're like lizard chickens, so probably like chicken.
I've never had chicken.
You
see
really
one.
want to like eat another bird?
I'm not a bird. I'm a dragon.
It's like scratching at the bridge that is now there before it.
I like how they're able to figure out ice is not easy to walk on. See if you can do it.
I like how their instinct is to eat the bridge.
Naturally. So Shio, you do go to the sky, and Seg, you go to the sky. How high?
I'm gonna go 40 feet up.
Okay.
25.
How about you, Seg?
I'll go my full 25.
25. Okay. What is that? 75, 72, something like that. 73. I don't know. Boop, boop. All right.
Something like that.
You see them poof, poof, immediately go up. Do you choose to hover, fly, or anything at all? What do you do as your party takes to the air? But one little cockatrice is skiing across.
Well, first I'm gonna neigh at them like, what the fuck, guys?
Oh yeah,
Supposed
you're
to
still
do something.
technically a horse. So yeah, what do you break your form or do you stay as the horse currently whipped?
We're gonna stay as the horse on this side of the bridge, but I'm definitely gonna neigh at my party like, what the fuck? Especially at Sego. I'm like, he's exhausted. He's not even staying.
they both take the skies. Then you see a second one join on the bridge. Just kind of they're just sliding around.
Natural, bro.
Should we do
A horse,
something?
what's more natural than that?
If they make any aggressive moves, then hurt them. But I'd feel bad hurting animals that are just curious.
Yeah,
them.
I mean the guy that's on the other end of the bridge that looks like a food item.
Well, that's how we're gonna find.
This
I'm
one
just
runs
kidding.
into the buddy right there. Knocks it over.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion to create a small is. Like is flies down from where he is, like an illusion that does that, and lands on the ground in front of our buddy Webbit.
Okay. Got it. So a fake is 1 second.
If anything, maybe you can put fake is by the cockatrice to see how they react to us.
I could make it do that. Yeah, I'll have it like approach the cockatrice all slow, like halfway, meet it halfway.
Wow. Look at you. Meet it halfway.
Because whatever comes near me is just getting a hoof.
All right. So you want to put it where exactly? Did I put that square?
Right
Did someone
there.
else put that square? Oh.
Oh, that's my minor illusion.
Oh, that's your
square
minor
for some
illusion.
reason.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't realize that you did one there. My bad.
No, you're all good. It's better to have the little is because you can target it.
Okay. So, little fake is somewhere around here. As one cockatrice gets knocked back into the water, as they're slipping and sliding, they're just kind of like, imagine like little air hockey. This one flies, poof, knocks it on the ground. Kind of walks back over, starts poking at it again. This one's just like standing there and runs into the fake is as the fake, and then would it go through is or hit it?
Yeah, it would just go straight through, like kind of like a poof.
They turn around, they look at it, and they're trying to like decipher, figure it out. Let me see. I'll have them make a check. Let's see how well they do. One's confused. One's confused. See? It's like, and the other one looks at it, shrugs. They both don't give two little bits, and then they look around and they're like, they walk up to Web, kind of like mess with his code, and they give the tail attention. Web, how do you act?
Well, I'm a horsey, so they're
Yeah,
more
I know they're
temperamental.
playing with your hail. They're still playing with your little hair tail, and then some of them, one of them's kind of looking at your hooves, just kind of like sniffing you up. They don't seem to be very volatile in any way, more so curious.
I want to advance, I think.
So like you just start moving forward.
Because they're more curious than aggressive. I don't really want to start a feud with one of them and have all of them pissed.
And then the rest of the other three of you, as you see this interaction occur, how do you respond? Those three of you in the air. You see a lot more coming down from the little mountain area. This definitely seems to be probably like their breeding area or their particular domain for these group or so.
I'm going to just kind of follow his progress on the bridge from the air.
Okay.
Guys, can I just build a boat and we can just float down? Be less.
Now this is more
murder
entertaining.
victims.
I'm gonna quietly and carefully unholster my pistol in case I need to try to scare them off.
Okay. Web,
Fly
go ahead and
over
give me
here.
a dexterity check as a horse as you begin your crossing.
Oh wait, yeah, the horse. Thank God. He has better
Back
dex than I do.
You see the two little cockatrices try to follow as they jump back onto the ice with Web.
Can I make a block of ice down here big enough for a horse to hop down if he needs to escape?
Yeah, I mean a horse can swim, but yeah.
I was gonna say I can't
Horse can
roll for the
swim?
horse, but it actually has the same exact dex stats as I do anyway.
Oh no, I want to see a horse balancing on a block of ice in the middle of a river before it goes off a fall. Here's my dream.
Uh,
God, horses, they're pretty nimble on ice. This
All
one
right.
isn't though.
How big can your block be?
5x5. I've got to do multiple castings to make it bigger.
So like that
He
size?
doesn't need much larger than that. So
Okay, perfect. There you go. Go ahead
should have made it
and
slanted. Is
you can. You want it slanted?
but it's so he falls directly in the water.
yeah, it'd be hilarious.
Oh,
It'll-
that's fucked up.
You really want that?
What I can do is I can have
Like
it.
I've had a rough couple of days. I'm letting off some steam.
Ooh, is this having fun with it? Well, that's more of a bounce than I thought. Hold on. That's extreme. Hold on. That was an accident.
What?
Did you just make the first ice elevator?
Apparently, I can levitate ice. I didn't know I could do this.
Doesn't it say you can with your control water?
Levitate it?
Yeah, I thought you could move it around.
Oh, I can animate water, not
There we
levitate
go.
water.
Now it bobs. Perfect. There we go. So you see that? Now it's bobbing in the water. Perfect physics. It makes sense. If you end up on that ice, it's bobbing. So your
I have a
dex.
little anchor so it doesn't float off.
Oh
Just tie it
boy.
to the shore.
Oh,
No,
boy,
don't put it on
boy.
there.
Webb starts here, and he immediately slips his first hoop, kicks one of the cockatrices. It
Oh,
lands on the little
Hey,
ice,
now it's on my escape raft.
and as it tries to like pull itself, it tilts, and it falls into the water. It kind of pulls itself and tries to like start climbing out as the ice itself rebalances.
Is you did even better. It's a balancing game.
As Wep, you got saved because of one being in your way. As you slide to the side, this one jumps on, and it's like it's slipping and sliding. Dun, 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 dun. The rest of you guys
and I have realized that we have fucked up.
when one's gone down, the rest of you will follow. So, Seg, do you just hold your holster in preparation? Seg, you're muted.
I'm not super confident about these people yet, so I'm going to keep my gun out. But I am going to start going to meet Shio in the air.
Okay, got it. Shio, is there anything you wish to do to aid, assist, or prepare?
Yeah, I do feel a little bad making him a horse and then crossing the ice bridge with the cockatrice. So I'll go fly down to like where he is as a horse and try to like guide him while I'm in the air. To like, if he starts listing one
Like
way too far,
stabilize? I
yeah,
got it.
stabilize him.
To help stabilize them. Okay, so let's say you're at yeah, somewhere right there. And okay, what I will allow is for you to make a strength check as you attempt to aid in this guidance. So go ahead and give me a strength check as you go to try to straighten out the horse as they prepare their positioning.
No.
Wep, your save got a little easier. Literally a little. So I can't promise anything, but a little easier. Go ahead and give me another dexterity saving throw as you go to continue your passing. Is there anything you do as extra preparation?
Let's see how he does.
Okay.
And I'll help him out if he needs help.
Make a scoreboard.
Wep, he finds the footing. He's like, "Oh, I got this." As
Just
he goes,
the morale support helps.
yep.
Yeah.
Shio right behind him, saving the stresses as the two of you easily
You just being there made me feel
get
better.
to the end. Boom. As you guys arrive, all of these excited little cockatrices are as they all run up in excitement as a new person has just arrived across the bridge.
Has
Do you
this
all
guy
do?
climbed back up yet?
Oh no, it's attempting to. The three of them down there are struggling. They're like clipped, in a video game.
I'm gonna go ahead and build it a water ramp up.
Okay, and it's just
I'm
kind
an
of like
abuse.
they all start coming over here to follow suit. So I got
Kinda
stuck in the
glad-
water.
All of them in the water? How many did he knock in the water?
Well, two knocked themselves in,
knocked one
and then
of
one
them.
got knocked in by and then one got knocked in by.
Oh,
Web.
I know. Iz was distracted.
Oh, gotcha. It sees a bunch of them just climbing out of the water. This one right here that fell in at some point with the rest of them starts going. And you see, yay many turn around to look. They then turn and they all dive at the yummy looking horse.
Oh fuck!
Before any of you get to react, they rush in like little raptors. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give 7 of them a shot at whip real quick.
I like to spore as many as I can.
Can you in a horse form? I don't know.
That's the only reaction I can use.
Oh yeah. Okay. So how does that? Go ahead and drop it in the chat real quick. Let's see how that
Like
works.
ghost
Damn,
manic
your
or
sudden but
purple or
inevitable
anything.
trail.
I was almost about to say, I'm glad we didn't murder you, little fuckers.
Hey, maybe they'll be confused when the horse stops being.
Yeah, maybe. All right. So halo spores. You're surrounded by invisible necrotic spores that are harmless until you unleash them on a creature nearby. When a creature you see moves within space of 10 feet, and then it's a creature unless it succeeds on a con saving throw against your spells. Okay, so you can choose to use it against one of them. Which one of them is it that you wish to trigger it on?
Whoever has the balls to attack me first.
All right, it's going to be this one right here. So it's going to make a con save first as it goes to enter your field. Okay. Uh, 17, what's your spell? DC.
I think it's like 12, right?
It's a 14. It's higher than 12. It's a 14. So I do pass as the cockatrice just like... She's like, seems to swallow and cough up some unseen spores upon approach. It passes, so it's no good. It does have to pass every turn from what I'm seeing, though. So you can use it against the same one or another at any time. On your turn, once per turn, from my understanding. However,
Yeah, I think it's only once a turn.
then throws its little self at you as it's like going in for a bite, and that is absolutely going to be an advantage as you're surrounded. There it is. Boom! Starting the night with a strong one, folks.
Already use a spore, so no.
Go ahead and give me a saving throw con as you take a bite from this bad boy for 12 points of menacing damage. You save. How much health? How much health does the horse have?
I think 19.
Okay, so you now have 4. Or just kidding, 19-7. You now have 7 left. All right. As you see the first cockatrice rip out like a piece of I mean, how would that look? I guess is you play a druid off a lot. If something were to take a chunk out of this magical horse, how do you think it'd be visaged?
Which way?
If he as a horse is getting a chunk bitten out of him.
Take a bite out of my ass.
Oh, you're probably bleeding then. That's not good.
Imagine it would be like the wound is there, but whatever they're trying to chomp down on kind of like turns to dust in their mouth.
Kind of. I mean, it depends on how your sect works. Like,
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll say that like a chunk. It looks like something gets ripped from the horse, but then a magical kind of like like
Spores.
blurry, break. Yeah, we'll say the
'Cause there's-
spores kind of just and it kind of
Yeah.
molds out. I dig it. As such,
so for mine, I'd do like stars, and then I feast up. What are you,
Makes
a
sense.
lake
Okay.
druid?
That'd be cool. You're like a star dragon.
Yeah.
One more time because it's an advantage. Oh my god, I'm on fire, guys. I need another save.
You ain't gonna make it, buddy. You ain't gonna make it.
Oh god.
Ooh, so the horse is down. You fail to save. This is beautiful, guys. This is what you see as 2 cockatrices throw themselves. A bunch of them do, but the first 2 land square on the horse. As you hear like a quick ripping neigh as if a horsefly bit its ass. And instead you see forming back into what it is, Wep. As Wep, you turn back into a humanoid. You feel a stiffness where you got bit in the arm. As you look down at it, you see it almost solidifying at a hastened pace. You are becoming restrained as your body is beginning to petrify from your bite mark. Let me check something. You are currently restrained as you are beginning to turn into stone. Then a bunch more come at you. So another attack.
But wait, there's more.
That misses somehow, some way.
These are all
Would I have
That one
noticed the
hits.
commotion by now?
Oh yeah, but this is them going first because you guys. This is all they're like
They're
jumping.
piranhaing.
Yeah, they're piranhaing in this split instant
Oh.
after
Yeah, makes sense.
after Iz helped one of the ones in the water get back up. They ratted him out saying he kicked me. He kicked
Now
me in
that's
the
no
water.
longer a horse. Are they going after the rabbit?
Nope.
The
Fenris
problem
is
is they
gone.
love
present
me.
for you.
Well, I imagine I just turn out of a horse and he just falls off my back.
Yeah, he just poofs out. For the time being, he is a passive object, but if things go worse, then I'll bring him into action. You do take a couple more. 1 second. Another save. Beautiful. That and another 18 hits. You take an additional 6 points of damage.
He keeps me by these pissed off turkeys.
And we're gonna how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll do one more. And then I'll let you guys throw in an initiative. Boom! Missy. Da, 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 da. Perfect. Alright, so with that, let me grab you guys. You guys see
Are
all
you
this
dead?
emotion go down. As you just hear this like rah, rah, rah. Imagine a bunch of copies basically from like Jurassic Park gather around just to get curious, and then one of them's like, let's bite it. And they all jump in to do the same. Difference is that they're not as small as copies as these are cockatrice. Though they don't look to be huge in visage, they are turkeys in relative terms, and turkeys are very dangerous
He likes
because these cockatrice are wild. Something that no one thought about, but said, I will allow Iz and Shio because you guys. Oh no, yeah, no wait, no, it was Iz and Wep that actually identified them, right?
No, I identified them. Me and Iz.
I
You and
had
Iz?
the awesome,
Got it. You just noticed. Got it. So then Shio and Iz, roll me another intelligence check to see if you can recall some other information.
Could we do history or just straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence. This one wasn't taught to you at the class, but something you could have picked up during your own studying. Shio, those extra nights paid off. You don't notice it right away, but you do see as the 4th and 5th and 6th attack coming in on Wep seem to be more precise, almost as if Wep was slower. You then notice on his elbow where he got bit previously, it is starting to solidify, and that of granite like stone. You recall
Feels so good.
that their bites have the ability to petrify others, and that is what makes them so dangerous.
Web, get the fuck out. They're gonna turn you to stone.
I don't feel so good, guys.
Yeah, that's the stone talking.
I don't want to go, Mr. Stark.
Go ahead and roll me initiatives. Let's see where you guys end up. Oh, the cockatrices are going in hard right now, guys. 24 and 22. They built the fuck shit up. These guys are like, we'll be ready. Oh, Iz is getting in there. We got fake Iz in the background.
Actually, a horse.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, there's two me's.
Yeah, that's because of Shio's creation, which almost succeeded. But when we were talking about if it would hit it on the ice, that's what gave away that it would have attacked Iz, and that would have been the signal. But because it was passable and they were on ice, is why they didn't get aggressive with him. But
just slid through it. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was trying. I was like, will it hit it? And then that's when we clarified it. But with that, half the cockatrices go first.
Oh,
you see these ones, huh?
Do you guys want to escape or do we want to fight? That means already half stone. I mean, I did build hard.
You see all these cockatrices just start running. They're gonna start jumping off of each other and trying to get Shio. I'm gonna have 2 of them attack you at disadvantage, Shio, as they're jumping into the air like because you said you were technically guiding Web, and so that meant you were physically lower to them.
Yep.
13 misses. Oh, that nat 20 got denied. Nice, as both of them dive in and miss. Seg, would you say that you were this low on the bridge also at the time?
No, I wouldn't have gone down in altitude. I'm too tired to do any fighting. Any real
So I'll
fighting
put
anyway.
you at like 60-ish feet, just out of range. Iz is way out of range. They don't even see Iz. They're like oblivious to his existence. So guess what? The rest of them are all. Yeah, I'll throw one more at you. 19 hit.
It does. Hold on. Sorry, my AC just got updated. It does hit. Yeah.
All right. You need to give me a con save as you get a bite on your foot as you feel your boot get pierced for 6 points of damage. And you're like, "Ugh." You kind of like feel your toe stiffen, and then you flick off the little bit that kind of like starts to crease over you. But whoo, were you close to falling subject to such? 1 second. There we go. All right. With that is you see a bunch of them just nipping away at. Oh wait, just kidding. I was gonna hit Web with a couple. Hold on. You guys almost got away. I got
Quick
Shio and
question,
I
did
started
everyone
celebrating.
level up already?
Did you guys? I don't know.
think so.
Did you guys?
we-
Did you guys update your characters to level up? Are you
I
asking
don't know if
me,
it'll
or are
matter
you
for the fight.
clarifying?
I just didn't think to ask until now.
Oh, I already leveled Shio up in here because you can.
Yeah, you guys were supposed to, but I didn't recall to ask you guys before updating. But we can update it if you guys need to real quick, if anyone
Nope.
would have gained anything.
What
I'll do it
level
after the
was
fight.
we-
I don't want to.
Okay, you got it. Sorry
I
about
can do
that.
it after the fight. I didn't get a whole lot.
All
What
right,
level are we supposed to be?
8.
Oh yeah, no, I did not.
Okay, so after the fight, we will get you guys to update your characters for any immediate needs, and we'll go from there. So,
I'll help Seg.
Guys, so what's the plan? Or do we want to like fight all of them, or would you like me to save you?
Oh,
Put you on the
yeah, Iz
barge?
is thinking, as Iz was thinking, you guys distracted me again. You keep talking to your team as I roll a bunch of attacks against Web.
So
We
I
need to
mean,
get
you
Web
guys-
out of there, and then we need to either mass kill these things or leave.
well, I can get you out, or I can kill them, but I can't do both.
No, I'll handle the killing. You get Web out of there, because right now a lot of my AoE spells would just kill him.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Where should I put them?
Other side of the bridge. They have a really hard time crossing the bridge.
Put me on your block.
Would
I
an
can put
18
you on the
hit
other
you,
side
Web?
of the bridge. If they try to
Oh,
cross,
okay.
I'll drop them.
Yeah.
That
Just enough.
matches me, so I think so.
Yep.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh, so when I cast a spell on you next, I need you not to resist my magics.
That's to you, Web. Because when they cast it, I will ask if you resist it. Oh, another natty.
I will go ahead and force a reroll using silvery bars.
Okay, you got it. Whoop.
The
All right.
hand of fate denies it.
How many saving throws do I have to throw?
You actually don't have to throw any because you're already under the effect.
Perfect.
But your body is all fucked up. Like, you are stiffer than a stiff motherfucker. Like, things are looking bad.
Want to go, Mr. Stark?
Web, you got one more attack coming at you. Oh, I'm sorry. No, yeah, there you go. No, I'm good right there. I'm gonna wait there because the other team, that's the other half. Sorry. So I only
Gio,
did
you
1
have
to 2. That's
advantage.
good. Perfect. Is you pass advantage after silver bars to Shio. Now it is your turn. What do you intend to do as you see the cockatrices just ripping up? Good old Web.
Move over a little bit, like so. Yeah, but target our poor unfortunate half-stone man.
You got it. As you do, I need to know whether or not our dear half-stone man chooses to resist at all.
Hell
Web.
no. I'll just let you get out of here.
Hey, bro, you
grab
want to
the
live?
stone and plop them right on the other side.
Yeah.
You got it. As you just see this stone-like structure just you feel Web as you just get plopped on the other side of the bridge back where you started. You feel heavy, stiffer than what you would have experienced by yourself late at night underneath a blanket. But nonetheless, you find yourself there, not feeling great.
Guys, Guys,
Anything
I am
else?
stoned and not in the good way.
Gio, if you're gonna fly and fight them, can you fly fight them over the bridge? I could like drop them through.
Yeah, that
Can we turn
works.
off the bridge.
Well, I mean, like they'll be on the bridge, and then I'll make the bridge not be there. I mean, they
Okay.
can swim, just don't go in the water.
I mean, the other ones crawled right back out of the waters.
I
Hmm.
helped them.
Mhm. It's Iz's fault this happened in the first place. He helped them get back up.
I did.
And then they ratted you guys out. That's all why this is all happening. It's because Iz helped the one little Krabby Patty get up, and they were mad that they got knocked in the water. So you're gonna hold your overall. I mean, you did your action. Your plan is as a free action to drop the spell if it's significant. If it's
No,
significant enough. No,
it'll be next turn.
but you have to use
It's
an
a
action to
cantrip.
dispel.
Oh no, not dispel. I have to use shape water again to make it into water.
Oh, because you froze it. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you. All right.
Yep, so it's full
Well,
action.
with that, this cockatrice is gonna. It's going to jump off of its ally, off of its back, and then dive itself towards Shio in hopes of getting you. Because now their main meal just vanished. Dun, 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 dun.
There's no initiative for Ben.
For who? Oh, I know. That's because if he's not, I'm trying not to control him too much because I will for sure kill him. Because Fenris, in my eyes, does not make the wisest decisions. But as a player, I know he wouldn't be so foolish. But if Fenris was an NPC, his ass would be somewhere in this field running in circles, either distracting them or some other nonsense, instead of just being a coffee jittering crazy fuck. Because his character is pretty wild. Like it's very
So I was
possible.
wondering if we have to save him too, or
No, he's so in these senses, unless I'm actively being him due to a purposeful reason, I'll usually sub him out and then make up bullshit for what the fuck was going on, or you guys could tease him for his absence later and he can make up what he was doing, etc. It's usually how I would handle it, unless it's vital. Like if he has to show up to save you guys, I'll do it, but I'll try to avoid it as much as possible because I don't want to change any course of action for him and as a character trope, etc.
cool.
But with that, Shio. This one comes flying. Another one comes flying. Oh, that one flew and got you. So one misses. Another one launches itself, and as you're looking back, you turn around and you see it. Catches you off guard. Grabs you on your little ankle. Does 12 points of damage. And you should roll me a constitution saving throw.
All right. Can I
Save.
force reroll on that?
How many times can you use it? Is it a reaction? How does it work?
It is a reaction.
So you
and
used your reaction this turn already.
Do they still have
Did I?
disadvantage
Didn't I just have a
running
turn?
it, Gio?
Oh no, because
So-
it was on his turn. I had a turn.
Per round. So reactions are per round. I apologize.
Yeah,
you
so
get-
it would be.
Your
That
next
should be good
round
for
would
this
be it. Yeah, didn't you use it to save him from the first crit? From
Yeah, and then I had my turn.
Yeah, because at the end of your turn,
is
you
it-
get your reaction back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can honor that. That's fine. Good
Okay.
movement. Good. Yeah,
Do they
fair play.
still have disadvantage trying to bite Gio in the sky?
This one jumped off of its ally, so it got help.
And
She is
Seg,
flanked
you have
over there.
advantage now too.
All right, so you pass it to Seg. Shio has it. Seg has it. I would have missed that one, so Shio, you don't have to make a save and you don't take damage.
All right, I'm running out of spell slots already.
So basically, instead of it being disadvantage whip, it's flat because they're being helped, but it's not advantage where it would have been more helpful to me. But I'm trying to make it anything that these guys aren't dumb. Like they're fucking pack hunters. They're over your fucking shit up all the time. This is their domain. 20. Soft 20 comes and does catch Shio in the heel.
Can we use my
For 8
last?
points of damage. How do it use
save?
your what? Your what?
Can we use my last save? Because I rolled.
No, I know. No.
All right.
Because I wasn't aware that he was saving you with the thing yet either. But you're good. You're safe. You're safe. And we got one more attack coming at you, Shio. One more. Let's see how you do. Ooh, 22. One more save, good sir, as you guys see 4 cartridges. And only 2 of them actually catch on.
I'm gonna use my mythic inspiration to give myself advantage on this.
You already have advantage, technically, given by Is that you could use at any time, right, Is?
Oh, right. I thought that was just against attacks.
I don't think
No,
it
you can
matters.
use it
yeah.
on ability save, anything.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just use that to roll with advantage.
You
Which is
definitely
important.
needed it. So, not too shabby as you feel the bite and you keep looking at your body in fear. You're not sure if there's a difference between you and Wep, but what's happening to him is not happening to you. And
I'm
Zag.
built different.
There are a ton of these little fuckers, and you highly doubt that this is all of them. But in the moment, two of your allies seem to be getting nitpicked at quite a bit. Wep does not look great, and he is turning into a half statuette. Shio is still flying, does not seem to be any statue senses, but does show some trickling blood dripping from their boot.
Well, I guess let's see how they like Gunsmoke. I'm just gonna shoot that one relatively far away from Web, and
Which one?
I'm going to use. I targeted it, but it's like
I'll trust you.
halfway between Web and the farthest one, and I'm gonna use that advantage to give myself a normal roll.
Is it this one? Just out of curiosity. I think it's that one because I see a little. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's this one that you're talking about. I think it's the one that has the purple arrow on it. I'm learning.
Yeah, this guy.
You got it. Perfect. All right, that's cool. Go for it. Excuse me.
Son of a bitch!
You
Always,
fire
every
Shio.
goddamn
Give me a
time.
dexterity saving throw.
I told you, Seg.
Oh, man. Seg, give me the damage. Seg goes the fire, and his exhaustion, he wasn't ready for the recoil as his hand goes off, throws it off to the side. You take, Shio, 12 points of piercing damage. I need you to roll me a constitution saving throw to keep focusing. Is fly concentration?
No, it's just part of my natural state.
Okay. It hurts. I won't have you roll for it, but it hurts. And had it been a concentration, he could have fucked your focus up. But he hurt you. I'll accept the damage. Seg always rolls a 1 with this, doesn't he?
Yep.
His gun is
Pretty
like
much.
he like was like, "Can I have a gun?" And I was like, "For sure." And he's never done anything useful with it. I love it.
Yeah, he used it for like the first time last session just because it's all he could have done.
Anything else you want to do, Seg? Movement, bonus.
Oh, I don't know if I have any bonus actions available. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll cast Spiritual Weapon on that same one.
Okay. Let's say on the grab.
Um,
Do you have a spiritual weapon already chosen? Right?
Yes.
Yep, there it is. Got it.
Did they react to the gunshot at all? I guess I wouldn't know yet, huh?
I'm gonna describe that after you finish your turn, just because you rolled a natty. Is that a 15 for its hit?
Whoa.
Or, I mean, with its mod, sorry.
Is that a 15? A what?
What did you roll to hit? Sorry. I just saw like a whole bunch of information show up
Oh,
for its
23.
spell lists.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. 23.
rolled,
Okay, there
yeah.
it is. I see it now. Cool. Yeah, absolutely makes contact to the bad boy. Go ahead and give me some damage.
Son of a. Only when it isn't important, you know.
You do 5 points of damage to this bad boy. You hear it just going as it jumps off to the side briefly. I mean, I won't say that it was like shocked because it really probably doesn't even know what hit it. As when you fire the gun, Shio, you immediately just feel this forceful just jab into your side. As you begin to trickle blood from the point of contact, you see the cockatrices below start ducking their heads into this pool of blood that's now becoming fresher for them, as it's a mix between Wept and Shio, godly natured blood, and demon tiefling. Oh, these cockatrices are enjoying it. They're just like they're like little chickens eating little kernels on the floor and getting excited as they look up and stick their little tongues out and just Shio. They're enjoying you. Just below.
I'm gonna move right about here. And then I'm gonna say, oh, you like that? I'm sure you'll like this even better.
I hope it hits.
Oh, it's
Tag.
Oh, I wish it would hit.
Use your
Seg, but
advantage.
No, it doesn't. It's only 10 feet. That's right. Well, you can put it 10 feet on Seg and maybe hit one of them. Go ahead. So you cast it like here, or I mean, so keep in mind that 10 feet isn't as big as it looks on the screen. Just because they're all next to each other doesn't mean that it's 10 feet from them.
Oh, there should be this like template around them. You can see all the ones that are inside of it. Do you want me to just?
You see your template? I don't see your
That's
template.
your bubble. Yeah.
Really?
I
You
don't
don't see the bubble?
I'm tripping. It's probably me. Hold on, let me refresh.
It's all,
Let me
it
see.
basically looks like one of those Tesla
Yeah, like-
light bulbs.
Yeah, like I know what it should look like, and that's why I was like, normally it should just appear, but if you guys are seeing it, then it's definitely me tripping. So I was like, how many exactly are in there? I'm really trying to calculate how many dice I have to roll.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I see it now.
4.
Dope. Yeah, that bubble
Maybe
looks
5
cool.
of 'em?
It's a little hard to see through, but it's okay. I can zoom in.
Oh wait, you guys have an effect? Mine's just like green lines.
No, yours is it's pretty sick. I see like a cool purple thing going on and all this other jazz. Here,
All right, I'm refreshing. I gotta see this.
Yeah, it's like one of those Tesla things that you touch and it like touches.
Yeah, like a plasma light, like a lamp, like a lava lamp kind of. Yeah, like a Tesla lamp. There you go.
Oh yeah, the ones that you like put your finger to and it'll attract.
Exactly.
Oh.
So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think just 5.
Oh, that
6,
is rad.
7. 7. I got 7 in there. Okay, 1 second. And it's a con save for each one.
Yep. I don't know how much health they have, but I can't imagine it's a lot.
17 passes. 20 passes. 12 fails. 22 passes.
Damn, they got my blood.
19 passes. They're on it, man. They're excited. 23 passes. Oh my god, only one. Oh, 13. Okay, so 2 fail. You do a total of 33 points of damage as you see, well, half to all the other ones, right?
Yeah, it's half, or if they pass, full if
Okay,
they
hold
don't.
on. I'm just moving all these so I can like hit them all with some damage. So let's see. This one took 33. This one took 33, and the rest all took half. I'll tell you this, Shio, and you're not gonna like it. They're all still standing. That would be
Damn.
would it be a 12 or an 11? Half of 33 is 16 and a half. So it'd be 16.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you though, these AoEs is when the damage counts. It rounds down. That's actually the core rule of in the DMG.
Good to know.
So if anyone gave you rounding up, they were just nice to you guys, or they didn't know what they were doing.
No, it's always round up when it's me.
At least you're honest. All right, so they all get hit. Now, because of your placement, Shio, I'm gonna say it just misses Iz's bridge.
Great, then we're gonna protect ourselves. That's what's happening.
But you know what? Give me an Arcana check, or yeah, just an Arcana check. Let's just see.
Okay,
Something.
give me 1 sec. I gotta get
Oh,
back to
good.
the computer.
No rush.
Just have to wait for 1 second.
He's painting the miniature, guys. If you ever wonder what he's up to, not at his computer, playing D&D with us.
Yeah, it's always a miniature of is. Hundreds of is.
He's building an army for when we all TPK. He'll just bring back himself. Boom.
Me, myself, and I.
A 19, easy. You feel the shatter kind of reflect, like vibrate through your spell hold, but you hold it steady still. Had Shield landed it on your thing, it would have completely shattered it. But
Yeah, so
worries.
it's not
Beautiful.
technically magical anymore.
That's what I mean. But that's
Yeah.
why I was just like, you just sense that
Gotcha.
would have shattered had it been actually just more in it was just out of contact, and I was like, oh, that's gonna blow up the bridge, but not too not very good placement on Shield's end. Whether or not that was on purpose, but
My eyes
Tried to
will
avoid
light
the
up.
bridge.
I'm gonna give Shio a thumbs up with the plan that's forming.
as such, Shio, is there anything else you wish to do? As all of the cockatrices are just like everyone's ears are like blasted. Everyone in the area. I mean, this has been heard everywhere. Probably back at campus too, as they're all just kind of like. Two of them are all messed up. The other ones are like smacking the other two that are all messed up around to get their focus again, but they are all still
I
standing.
flashbanged him.
Anything else, you?
No, I don't think I can do anything else, so I'm good.
Wep.
Actually, bonus action, I'm gonna take a potion.
Okay. Wep, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. Never mind. At the end of your turn. What are you doing? You're restrained.
Yeah, my turn. Does Eldritch Blast able to break this ice thing since it's force damage?
You mean the bridge?
Yeah.
If you intend to break it, you can try. Is that what you wish to attempt to do?
Just because I know it's like it basically automatically hits since I get so many blasts at this point.
Oh, there's an AC. It'll hit, but it's whether or not it'll penetrate.
Then.
So everything
I
is
do not like this
destructible, but
plan of me
everything
being
has an
bait.
AC.
I
Okay.
do not like this plan of me being bait, so I'm just gonna make a stone wall to block off this bridge from me.
Okay. How big is the stone wall?
Okay, good.
That's a good question. That's why I kept trying to post that link, so I was trying to get info on it, because it's not actually my spell I get from the genie.
Got it. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab you that information real quick. So an easy way to pull up things, in case you weren't aware, is in Foundry on the right-hand side. If you go to the Compendium, which is the little, the second to the last tab, and then open Items, and head down to Spells, you should see that in there, Stone Wall. If the spell's not in there, then there's another spell we can look at, but this is the most simplest of space. So Wall of Stone, right? That's what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I just used Google. It just says 10 by 10, 6 inches, or 10 by 20 inches.
So 20, so really big, up to 3 inches thick. Okay. In flavor of the complete complexity of it, you wish it to block just directly in front of you on their side.
Yeah, let's put it on their side.
No,
Let's put
trap
it on
them
my
on the
side.
bridge.
Fuck that. Let's put it on my side.
No, on your side. On your side.
Yeah, we'll
Please.
put it on my side just because.
Stop ruining our careful laid plans.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be bait, but I will keep their plan intact.
Okay. So boom, you just create a stone wall, blocking up the entire side in which you stand on. In doing so, we will go ahead and make it look awesome, like so. Boom. And boom. Stone is created.
I do not. So free action. I'm just gonna say, what the fuck, guys?
It's all according to plan.
Yes,
the
the
plan to kill
plan.
me?
You already have stone. I mean, they can't eat stone, right?
I think that's what they eat is.
Oh.
I think they're
Well-
like basilisks. They eat stone.
They're making me into food.
So
Well, that
as you
makes
create
sense.
the wall, I need you to give me a con saving throw.
Someone's gonna be carrying my stone body.
It's going to be a bust.
I'm sure the school can fix it.
I mean, do we really need to carry you? You're not going anywhere.
The cockatrices
That'll
come
work.
back and eat them.
I can melt a stone. Does that help me at all?
No.
So,
Don't think
as
about it.
you roll a 17, you feel your body just as it finally rests and eases as you see the stone in which was covering about 60% or so of your body begins to recede, retracting all the way back to the main source and withering away, no longer affecting your person. Your restraint is dropped, and we go into the next round.
As I slowly get my movement back, I just flip the bird. You give it to me.
So, with that. Now, real quick, I know we normally do re-roll initiative, right? The reason why nothing's working like normally on this is because I created a whole new world for just the 3D because it was like killing me with the 2D and 3D data. So, did you guys want to stick to re-roll initiative or no?
Usually it just re-rolls our initiative for us.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying, like, I just realized that I don't have it activated because this is not the same world that you guys normally play on. So I might have missed some stuff. So,
Yeah, I'd like to re-roll.
Yeah, I do like reroll.
all right.
I'm
let's
fine
go.
either way.
I don't think I could do worse than the 3, but let's see if I can fool myself.
All right, go ahead and re-roll, please. We got a 16 and a 13 for the cockatrice. Oh, there we go. We got chill in between. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank God.
Diorio, bump, bump, bump. All right, so with that, the cockatrices go first.
Chiorio.
The first half of these bad boys throw themselves. But allow me to roll a couple saves. Wow, really good. It's like there we go. There had to be one.
That one's straight into the water.
Just falls on its face and into the water.
They're doing better than before. These must have been the ones that were on there previously.
They still haven't learned to use the ice.
All right. So overall, they start going across the ice, and they're just like, one immediately flies off, lands on this one, begins to slide over a little bit. As you see the weight of the cockatrice roll it over.
Drown it, yes.
Falls into the water. Boom. We'll see if that ice resets itself briefly in a bit. You see this one actually drop a little due to the weight of the multitude of cockatrices sliding across it. As they all just run into this stone wall that was smartly placed in time to prevent an unnecessary barrage, as they're all just like
to prevent an unnecessary death.
Geo, you see a good portion of them dive onto the bridge, only one going AWOL off of it. The rest of them all found on the other half as they slide and bump into one another, but manage to get across. If it wasn't for that stone wall, maybe they would have been in a worse position. Who knows?
I know one thing, I'd be in a worse position.
What do you do, Gio?
Sorry, my cat's having a seizure. I gotta take care of that.
No worries.
Sorry. Iz can go. Do you want to just switch initiatives, Iz?
No, I kind of wanted to see what you do first.
Okay, give you a second. You go do that. Go do that for a second.
Yeah, take care of that.
Focus on that.
Yeah.
Web, what would you be doing on your side of the stone as the cockatrices on the other end won't be bothered with you because the crew that's after you is after you already? You got zombies clipping. You're over here on 7 Days to Die, and they're at your wall. They want more of you. How would you proceed?
You can't handle this.
He's really thinking. He's like, what can I do? What can I come up with?
Yeah, literally, I'm like, I gotta utility this. Let's.
Seg, give me an insight check.
1 moment.
Seg,
All right, I'm back.
Wep
Sorry about
is
that.
looking rough. No worries. We're gonna let Wep figure out what he's gonna do real quick and see if he has an action. Well, you can consider what you're gonna do. Is what did you get?
Yeah, clicking. Yeah, that's actually pretty good for us.
Second is you both see that Wep is really beat up. Like danger zone beat up. One more hit might truly beat him up. Wep, you got anything? Or are you still thinking?
We're gonna throw darkness
Okay.
on the bridge.
Okay.
Where are you?
He's over here. So boom, you just oh, Seg is immediately beneath you. Just darkness appears. You guys let me see one second. You guys just hear a bunch of screaming and crying outs of confusion from within. Shio,
You're
what
lucky
do you
to
do?
pull off, guys.
I'm gonna hold an action to cast Shatter on the bridge for when all the cockatrices get on it.
How about majority rather than all of them?
Okay, yeah, majority. Like if it's not, if any of them try to, like if more of them are gonna leave the bridge than are gonna join the bridge, then I'm just gonna blast it. I want to get as many as possible.
You got it. So you hold your shatter for when a decent threshold arrive. Understood.
What did I do to you?
Nothing. Well,
You see more. Slide on into the darkness. You hear like as they like bump into the stone wall here. Some of them seem to lose interest and head back to their little mountain tops, and then some seem to be holding the ground. In which you have Seg, your spiritual weapon still present around. Otherwise, Seg, it's on you. Unless that's enough for Shio to want to cast his shatter.
yeah, because the other ones look like they're smart enough not to go on the bridge. So
Alright.
I would cast Shatter.
Go for
Sorry,
it.
is this just faster than...
One second. Fail. Pass.
Okay, even if it fails, at least you'll be able to take out.
Fail. Fail. Well, 19. Oof. Okay. 19. That puts it at... Okay. Fail. Pass. Pass. Right? It's a 16 for your save? Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Fail.
was totally gonna do what Chio did. The only thing was after you hit that first one and they were like not caring and not dead, I was like, oh shit.
All right. So across the field, I'm trying to see if any of them were in immediate danger. Like in the sense of if you actually were killed any of them with your spell.
Oh, dang. Casting Shatter inside of darkness is kind of powerful.
Why?
Because it's suddenly really bright for a second, and then it's back to
Oh,
darkness.
it's like it's magical darkness, so therefore it would actually immute your brightness wouldn't come out past it. But we'll say that there was a little experience. It's a brief blast. So we got 2 of them that you actually successfully managed to wipe out. So you hear 2.
No, that's just the effect. Shatter actually doesn't make light; it's a like loud noise.
Oh, you're right. It is just a loud noise.
Like
Yeah, so
thunder at them.
We reversed flashbanged them then.
So as you hear,
They're blind and just shake.
as you guys hear, just like this, you hear the bridge itself just. It recedes further toward the ground, like more like gravity's taking it. Like though it itself is still standing as you see cracks reach across it in every direction, making it look very dangerous. 1 second. Actually, I'm
Difficult
curious if
terrain?
this will
Question
work.
mark.
Yeah, if I can get this to work real quick. 1 second. Let's see. I have to load the asset folder again. Let's see what we have. Darkness casted. So
Did that cockatrice drown after the slab went back to normal?
no, they swim. It's just under the water somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't technically drown. They were swimming earlier.
10 minutes concentration. Do you need me to roll something?
No, you should be good because nothing actually hits you, so you should be okay. All right, you guys see the bridge cracking. You guys should be able to see that, right?
Oh, that's
Oh,
rad.
dope.
Things are not looking good for the poor cockatrices on the bridge. However,
It's glowing too. That's rad.
only 2 have been destroyed at the moment. 2 cockatrices. As the bridge is beat up, it's still holding on. The other ones have taken a decent amount of damage, but they're all still kind of. You guys can't see them, so I can't really give you much more than that. But you hear noises on the inside. Seg, what do you do as the bridge is under assault, but there's still plenty of enemies just outside of it?
It's funny because I literally can't see them because of the darkness and the globe.
Yeah, they're literally muted out.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick of these cockatrices. So I want to get this over with.
Drop
Seg is
So-
so tired.
and smacking it and shit.
I'm gonna call lightning
Okay.
on the one I had previously targeted already, so that way it'll hit the one next to it too, probably.
All right.
They
So
seem
your
close enough
target
together, right?
is here.
Yeah, more or less. Oh
Got it.
Jesus!
I saw
Okay.
that. That was cool.
And then yeah,
As before you cast down electric thunder from the sky as they intend to make a save. Oops. 14 passes. 22 passes, so they take half.
yes.
An ass fucking cockatrice.
Mhm.
Jesus fucking
13.
Christ.
It's like you see like the electricity bouncing off of them.
Yeah.
Each creature within 5 feet of it. So technically there is one more in there. I thought it was only one other, but nope, it's each. So let me roll another save. That one passes, but it does take some damage. So that's 13 also. All right, not bad. So you get down and you see, or you fire it down. You hear 3 of them bouncing off of each other, but they all passed, allowing them to still hang on. One of them looks really, really bad if you wanted to take a swing with your spiritual weapon at it. The one you currently have targeted, it looks the worst.
Absolutely. Let's I know that that's around here somewhere. There it is.
Nice, it comes ripping through. Give me that damage. Very nice. As you do 10 points of damage and you slice right through it. It's dead. As it's dead, something happens. You see the other ones immediately in the vicinity. Turn around to look at this newly fresh, dead adversary. Hope some of them rotated backwards. Whatever.
He's special.
Sniffing the wrong way, you know? As they seem to take focus towards your recent kill, Sag. Very nice. Anything else you wish to do?
That'll be it for me. I'm too tired to move.
Is a lot of action. How do you come around to resolve it all?
I'm going to take a moment and look at this bridge, find the critical support structure.
The center.
I'm going to go ahead and make it not exist anymore.
You go ahead and turn this bridge back into just luscious, valiant, gorgeous, soft, almost too bearing of the water that it is. And as it turns back into this nice, buoyancy sense of fluidness, you watch it crumble to the ground. As a ball of darkness stands there, and out from below, you just see as a bunch of cockatrices that are still alive
Holy crap! My darkness just gave birth.
plummet into the water.
Call lightning the water.
You got it.
As such, that brings us into the no. Is there anything else you were gonna do?
No, not for this turn.
Hey, did it re-roll initiative just now?
Yeah, it did.
It did. Wow, it fixed itself. Seg, you somehow end up in first yet again.
All right. Well, I guess I will take Theo's advice. I'm trying to get a look at where I can do the most. Oh, it's darkness. That's why I can't see them. Never mind.
Oh no, they're in the water
But
now.
Yeah, he still can't see them because of where he's standing. He can't see through the wall of darkness. You know,
Right. That makes
you
sense.
just heard it.
well, I will strike this one I see in the water, like Shiro said.
Okay, you got it. It's going to make a dex save. It does the butterfly stroke forward successfully, as it does like a mini Shamu wave on the right hand side as it dodges the call lightning, but gets a tickle from it anyways.
It's making me place it again.
Okay, you can always unselect place template. Man, you got some really bad rolls out of these 4 dice. I'm just saying.
These chickens are just having great rolls.
Well, there's a reason. So it takes a little side dive. It's like, ah! However, it does not affect the rest of its pack because it is not yet close enough to them. You do some damage. It is still standing. It is a little frizzy. Is there anything else you wish to do, Seg?
It didn't electrocute the water. That's sad.
Unfortunate. Your target wasn't the water.
Oh, that's a good point.
I know.
How distracted do the cockatrices on land seem to be by their dead comrade?
You'll see when it's their turn. But they're giving it
I guess
its
that's
attention
fair
at the moment. It is not focusing on those on land in the immediate vicinity of your spiritual weapon are no longer focusing on you guys.
That's not ominous or anything.
Nope.
Well, maybe I'll work on giving them some more food and hit the one right next to my spiritual weapon.
Go for it. Swing.
Son of a motherfucker.
It dives its head forward as it bites into its dead ally, completely unintentionally dodging your scythe. Anything else?
No,
No
that's it.
movement. Alrighty. Wep. Things worked. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Your wall of stone, technically, would that have been placed onto something? Because it doesn't free float, right? So it would fall also?
Well, that's right before the bridge, like blocking them from getting.
Got it. All right. I was trying to give an opportunity, but it's there.
I'm
Okay.
already attached to my wall.
It is a personal choice of barrier.
It's not just a stone. It's a rock.
It's the rock. Oh 60 feet. All right. So I don't really have like a vision template here, and like this wall is definitely taller than it looks.
So what are you trying to like? You could see past it, but you can't see past your orb of darkness unless you have.
Well,
Can you
we're
see
gonna
through
drop
magical
the darkness
distance?
now.
Okay, you're gonna drop
because
it.
the bridge is
Okay.
gone, but
Boom.
like I can see on the other side.
I mean, yeah, technically. Is it blocking your vision? No, right?
No, that's why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
no, you're
is
good.
'cause
No, yeah, you could see past the wall. Yeah, I mean,
I know the wall's like 10 feet high.
it didn't
though.
have to. I mean, I'd say that you made it tall enough to stop them, but you didn't have to be to the T dramatic if you didn't want it to be.
Bueno, because we just wanna. Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna follow up Shio with another shatter.
Okay, we're at.
We're going to try hitting all these little turkeys on the other side.
Okay. One fails. Let me see how many were actually there. Hold on.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have thrown that up because now they're like in.
It's only technically. I'll give you 4 of them. So technically, I only failed 1. Whoops, that was a 24 on the last one. So I failed on the 13. All right. So your damage is a total of 18. Let's see what the damage looks like. So I'm gonna get rid of the little thing over it. I'll try to make it more opaque so that we are more translucent so we can see through it. 18 and a half, guys. How much damage is that? I don't know how to do
9.
math. No, I have 8 HP. Are you guys sure?
Yeah, it's 9 for
Even
sure.
if I round down, like
Even if you're
If
round
you're
down.
rounding down on me, I'm definitely using the genie's vessel.
we got 18 of this one that failed. And even though our never-ending chicken passed, he will unfortunately come to an end. As this one takes the damage and is just topped right side over and dead. Yeah, that's it. You got one. You got one. Not bad. Not bad. Not
The
bad.
one that I hit that didn't die, I'd like to add the 2 to for my genie's vessel.
Is it 2 points?
I'm pretty sure. I know it's not anything crazy.
All right. Is it a roll or is it just flat damage?
No, it just adds on 2 damage to anything.
You got it. Boom. Takes 2 damage. Still standing. Anything else you wish to do as the shatter blows up on the other side? Man, the headlines of what the fuck happened in the distance of the skull is going to be great. As another immense sound fires off for the 3rd time. Is that the 3rd shatter or the 2nd? 3rd, right? 3rd.
That's 3rd, yeah.
Yeah. So for the 3rd massive decibel noise to go off in this area, we take down 2. Or no, you kill 1. You kill 1.
You kill 1. We've killed,
The
I
other
think,
ones are
4
definitely
so
doing
far.
ear blood damage. Like they are not doing great.
I'm just gonna look at my mangled body like, guys, what the fuck?
Anything else you wish to do, Whip, or you hold there?
No,
Shouldn't have been a horse.
That's it.
All right, hold on. Didn't mean to skip Shio. I mean, didn't mean to go to Shio.
Lay down in front of the wall like they can't see me.
All right, these ones are down here in the water. So almost everything in the water is practically harmless because it can't get out unless it chooses to help it out.
On the left-hand side, right?
Fish in a barrel.
Just leave me alone.
You see these ones on the land immediately just run up to their allies, or, well, their dead brethren, and begin to feast. Just ripping these guys up. These guys are really good at peeling bone off, or peeling skin off the bone.
Yeah,
Shio. You're watching as the current feeding is distracting the mob that is still on the land before you. You have 1 ally on the opposite side and the rest of you in the air. You guys could choose to avoid combat the rest of the way if you could find a way to get Web across and safely away from them before landing back on ground. If you
I don't
guys wish
wanna
to
walk anymore,
proceed in
someone carry
combat,
me.
you can try to kill all these guys off and then trot along if you wish. How do you guys as a team wish to try to approach it? Though Shio and Iz still have a turn, there is the chance or opportunity to focus it toward something else if you wish to. If as a team you guys agree on how you wish to proceed.
So a bunch of them already got away, but that's fine. I say, my personal opinion, slaughter the ones on land, and then get Web across, and then we can just go.
Why get me
Okay.
across? Just pick me up. Let's go.
So how do
I
you
can't
intend
carry
to
you.
remove them?
Shatter.
Okay.
It's like my only AoE spell that lets
How many
me
do you have
see.
left?
How
I can-
Shatter is a 2nd level spell, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible uses of it. 2
Okay.
2nd level, 3 3rd levels, and 1 4th level.
Sounds
can just
good.
turn him into a bird, and he can fly.
I think these are all failing because your save is a 16, right?
Yeah, it's a 16.
They all fail. Go ahead and give me the damage.
Good shit, Shio. That's what she's been waiting for. She was like, I threw this first shatter. It was disappointing. Let me try again.
25 across the
Oh,
board.
yeah.
We got dun, dun, dun. Ooh, 2 of them have never been hit. Dun.
That's
Alright,
because they've been
yeah.
kind of passive.
You managed to kill 1 for max damage. The rest of them all take that full 25 and still hanging in there. 3 of them are still looking decent at this point. Decent. But they don't seem to be distracted as they're just feasting on their allies. This one goes belly up, actually. Nope, not that one. Wait, yeah, that one. Hold on, let me see. Okay. The spiritual weapon is driving me nuts. Hold on. There we go. There you go. It's because it's not a 3D object, so it's a 2D panel. As long as I hover over the image, it takes over the 2D, and I can't click behind it. So I have to keep rotating my screen to get to the other ones. Anyways, so we have 3 belly up. Very good. As the other 3 that are currently alive are just like... For the 4th time, the 4th shot has been heard around the world. And 3 still stand, Shio. These things are like shatterproof in the sense of all things you've shattered in your history of shatter. These are like the toughest things.
They're probably lightning resistant.
What would
But
be
it's only AoE.
It's not even a lightning move.
Shio's
Thunder
concepts, you know?
I don't know. Kind of feels like we're just beating them up at this point. They're satisfied with their blood. All right, Webb, I'll carry you over, but I ain't carrying you. Or unless you want to be carried by the slime guy.
I can turn him into a bird. He can fly himself.
Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch you. I don't
All
want
right.
to touch anything.
What do you do?
Makes another bridge.
Just walk past them now.
Hey, there's still a couple more of them. Come on, guys, come on.
I'm not
This
walking
way.
anywhere.
I will turn him into a bird.
All right, what bird can you turn him into?
I don't know. What type of bird do you want to be?
Vulture.
Okay. Vulture it is.
Okay. A vulture. Is there a CR cap you can do? Will it be a giant vulture or a regular vulture?
This one is polymorph spell, so it's going to be...
The highest is a CR1, so as long as you can do up to a CR1, you can do a giant vulture.
Okay, so then
Giant vulture it is. He can carry someone.
yeah, I'll grab my little rabbit. He's gonna be pissed, but it's fine.
Second time today.
Roadkill, you know. 1 second, let me see if I got a cool 3D token for it. If not, I will just pop it. You the stat block. 1 second.
The best part is it has a side effect of making him stop bleeding everywhere.
Shio, on that note, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck. Seg, heal me.
No.
It's not my turn, man. You're gonna have to make it a minute.
You, sir, can
And so
roll
you-
me 2d12, please.
Oh, that's a D8.
I do have it. Alrighty. Sheo, you take 21 points of acid damage as your skin is really not feeling great. You look down at the water and see at least 7 or so cockatrice waiting for a nibble. Do you dare gamble your chance at damping yourself in the water below, or hold out for somewhere else?
I pour my water skin on me.
You had already used that in your process of flying over here. I had mentioned that you would be having enough to get here, and then after arrival, you saw the water, in which at the time you did not gather any.
Is I need you to control that water into my water skin and on me.
Great. Fly down to the water and I'll put water in there.
No, the
You fly down to the water.
in there.
As you fly down to the water, I need you to give me a dexterity saving
No,
throw.
I told him to fly down to the water.
Okay.
I can't make water fly.
You can control it.
Well, sure. I mean, I can make
my
it
water
reach.
skin, but didn't want to carry me.
I have a great idea. Let's move away from the murder chickens, and then we can get water.
Sure, I'm sure that won't have any consequences.
Never. There you go, Whip. You can control your little flying bird.
I'm sure you can float faster than they can swim. Maybe.
No. Anyway, let's just hurry.
All right. So
Is
you
there
go
like
without.
the water source is nearby though, right? Because they can't. This can't be the entire water source.
Oh, this is it. This is. You can go underneath and go beneath the ground to get some water by swimming through the cockatrices. But they can hold their breath for some time. I'll be honest with you. Their con is a 16, so they got about 18 seconds of breath holding, or 3 minutes if you do it that way. So it really just you don't need this water, but you can try to find water elsewhere. But at the moment, this is the immediate site of juicy, delicious, wet fluidicity that can touch your skin.
Are there clouds in the sky?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes.
very low clouds.
Oh yeah, because it was just a thunderstorm.
yeah, Seg, that thing doesn't have lightning in it anymore, right?
I don't know if there's lightning in it naturally. Does it just create a natural thunderstorm that I can just draw lightning from?
No,
or
you create a
does-
magical one in which you're pulling protrusion from. Now, if there was a natural thunderstorm going on, it'd be enhanced because it would then be taking the control of such.
Right. So there isn't any water in that storm then.
Nope. But you could go and put your head in there. Radiation is always friendly.
Yeah, add cancer to your list of ailments.
Well, can someone heal me then?
I can do that. Sure.
'Cause
I could also wait. Hold on. Never
I
mind.
would
I
heal
don't
a
have
bird
creative
guy,
for
but he's a bird.
Yeah, it's not gonna help me as a bird.
No.
I can't control my height, but as we fly
So
over,
when you
everyone
right-click
makes a
it,
massive giant
your height
vulture
is
crap
that
on them.
your height is that number on the top left when you right-click your token.
You can also click to move your guy.
No,
Scroll
I
up.
can change the height of my token, but I can't change it of the actual vulture. 'Cause it's,
Yeah. So if you right-click the vulture, you can change it the same way you would your token.
Okay, cool.
How do you intend to heal Shio?
Oh god.
Oh, let's get him the water first so he doesn't shrivel up and die.
All right. So you give him some water. You splash him a bit.
How
He is
close to
briefly
death are
moist.
you?
Me or Shio? I'm like dead.
what?
Yeah, but I can't heal you.
How
Yeah, that's
how much health do I have?
Well, general condition.
Pokemon Red.
Hmm. Because all I've got is big heal. I don't really have a lot of little heal. Oh, Sig, do you have healing?
I have absolutely zero healing prepared. I have all of the remove curse and protection from poison and all of that prepared, though.
You're a cleric, right?
You should always have a healing spell.
Well, how much further is
Oh,
the
it's-
actual school?
Well, he
should-
probably at least another 12 hours. You guys didn't get very far.
No, we haven't. But no, clerics should always have those spells like
Yeah,
free
clerics have their entire list prepared.
well, not their entire list, but I mean their heals
Well,
are.
yeah.
So you should
Oh.
have healing automatically. You just
Cure
convert your slot.
wounds. Let's see.
Are all of my healing spells always prepared?
No.
There's a list of which ones are.
Yeah, you should
Those-
have specific, like, basic healing skills.
Yeah.
Well, I only
Look that
have
up real
2
quick before I
healing.
grab my
Well,
something.
actually, I have 3 healing spells. I have prayer of healing, cure wounds, and
Before you guys do any healing, you guys discuss what healing you want to do for whoever. But before you do any, wait till I get back. I'll be right back.
So you
guys. One
can spontaneously cast cure spells. So anything that says cure, you can just cast that one without prepping it.
oh,
Kyo
well,
and I are
that
the
leaves a
only ones
lot
that
of
actually got
spots
bit,
open
right?
for me.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch either one.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I was just gonna say, Shio and I are the only ones that actually got bit, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we really just gotta heal Shio. I mean, for now, I'm a bird.
Oh, I know. That's why I didn't want to burn my big heals. Because I think it does like a minimum of like 70 to 80 damage. And I can be as high as like 150-ish. But if say can burn a lower level spell slot and kind of get them up a bit.
If we can get to safety where I don't, or whenever this polymorph runs out, I have some heals too I can throw around.
Yeah, perfect.
Or
So
even
say
like
you get healing or
24 hours, we could probably take a short rest.
just burn some dice. Yeah. That'd be lose saying.
Nice. He's
Or
still
maybe-
here, just not paying attention at all.
Oh, yeah. No, my bad. Yeah, no, I only my domain spells are always prepared, so I don't have any healing spells.
No, you do. It's a base part of a cleric. You can anything with cure, you can, if you're good.
Oh,
If he's good, because he's
Well,
not.
I think you choose. Let me double check here.
Oh, I think it's based on your god.
Yeah,
Isn't Iz also a druid?
I am a druid.
So yeah,
But-
we both have cure.
Well, druid has to prep it. A cleric can just spontaneously cast. Like, just do it.
That's like the only spell I always prep.
So, what do you guys intend to do before you continue? Are you attending to heal Shio? And who is doing it with what?
All right.
Mm,
Anyone? No.
I'm a bird, I can't. But if anything,
I know, you're
remember,
always
we
an
gotta
animal.
keep Shio wet, or else Shio just gonna take the damage again.
All right, fine. I guess I'll heal him.
I can
Geez,
control
shit,
water.
it'd be
in them.
convenient if you'd stop dying.
So, you cast.
Oh, I can't do it.
Uh-oh.
Sucks for you, shit.
Well, if I die, I die. Let's just get going.
Wait, I didn't use all of those healing potions.
You're not gonna
Oh,
do
what?
any healing thing?
Yeah, you guys gave me healing potions in the dungeon. I didn't use all of them. I'll just give one to you.
Ooh. Ooh. I didn't consider that. Ooh. hold on. Let me check something before you do that, because I'm not going to retcon anything, but I will prevent something in the future.
Healing potions now kill you.
Ooh, okay. So what are you guys gonna do?
I didn't like that at all.
I mean, do you want that healing potion, Trio?
Not the
No,
way
it's
you
fine.
said
Let's
that.
Do you
let's
have
just
some just in case? You can
So
have
it
mine.
gives you guys another. Someone roll me a survival check.
Let's make it an hour down the road, then I can do some healing.
Anyone proficient in survival?
I am. I'll
Yeah,
roll.
I live outside.
Go for it, Is. That was a really bad one on Gio's end. It's going to take at least 8 to 9 hours to get back to school with no interruptions. Shio, per your condition, technically speaking, every 10 minutes out of water, you are susceptible to this damage.
I guess I should do the shape water thing.
Yeah, let's just keep doing the shape water thing to keep me hydrated.
How long can you keep the shape water up?
It's
Let's
an
take a
hour
look.
unless he doesn't recast it, I think,
But if
right?
you shape it, does it stick to the target or does it stick to where you shape it? That's my question. Move otherwise change the flow of water as you direct up to 5 feet in any direction. All right. But that's up to 5 feet, so it can only move to one. Like, it can be if it goes downhill, then that kind of thing. Performance of both shapes animate at your direction. Change lasts 1 hour. Okay. The water must be changed the same throughout. That's nothing.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
reform shapes. So
Yeah, I would say you could do a simple shape and animate it. So that would mean you can therefore keep it going. If you cast this spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. You dismiss such an effect as an action. Okay, so you can easily have one out, and you can have one say, what were you guys going to do in Sphere Shio? Or
yeah, I'll try to form it around his body as best I can. Nothing great though. I'll
okay,
keep his wings free so he can actually fly if he needs
he
wings.
doesn't have wings. He's magic, just magic in general. Is it wings? It's not wings, right, Shio? It's just innate.
They are wings, but they're like
They're like spectral, right? They're not like physical.
yeah, they look like
Yeah.
shattered glass, kind of.
Hmm.
Like
Well,
just
they're
floating
not getting
together.
any moisturizer. Okay, it is said that those don't get included, so they are brittle as fuck. But no worries.
It's fine. I lotion my wings every day.
Okay, so you can keep that up for a maximum of how many hours before you need a rest? Is every hour, basically every cast. How many times can you cast it?
Shape water?
Yes.
Oh, every like 10 seconds for a day or
Oh,
so?
cantrip? Holy fuck! You can keep that going for an hour? That is so broken.
Yep.
Oh, but it's only within 5 feet.
So I carry is.
How tall are you, though, Shio?
She was about 5'11", so he could like dunk his face into the water below.
Okay.
Well, there was
So,
just a thunderstorm. There's plenty of clouds.
so it can surround you, but you can't be submerged in it. I'm just trying to understand how much water is around you in visual understanding. So it's 5 feet in any direction. So if he does a 5 feet from the center out, you're not completely submerged in it, but you are completely in water for the majority. Basically, your head would be out, or for the most part, correct? That's how we understand the way you're using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll have
So
to be
I
a
can
thin
breathe.
layer. He still has to fly.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Well, I mean, she was got to breathe, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to understand exactly, because he can only shape it. He can't control the magical level of it. So yeah, I didn't want him to drown Shio either. But so I was just, I wanted to make sure how you guys wanted to use it, so then I knew how to depict it for your descriptives. So as you guys go about procuring enough water around Shio's physique, Shio, do you take any health potions that were passed to you, or do you take any healing now that you know that you are not dry and in that immediate harm?
No, I just want to get back to campus.
You got it. So
Let's try to avoid any conflict, guys.
you guys are fine. How long can our vulture stay in that form? Whoops,
1
I just
hour.
threw him. super far on accident, so you're gone. You're like gone. Like it was like 300 and something feet. I was like, why is that number so high? And then I realized I clicked on you.
I'll let him
Anyways,
know to land before.
how many times can you redo this for him?
Oh, one.
So only one more time after this?
No,
No,
I mean,
he can
just
keep
1
doing
hour.
it.
No, 1 hour.
Wait, seriously? You don't have a limit on that spell either?
It's a
Polymorph?
cantrip.
No, what he's doing. Polymorph is not a cantrip.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
polymorph. Oh, that makes sense.
1 hour. 1 hour.
Yeah, but how many
And no
times?
recast.
No, so you don't have any more left available?
No, not for polymorph. Even if I
Okay.
did, I wouldn't use it. It's kind of high level.
Yeah, so you guys have an hour of air travel. In that hour before he needs to land, what is your guys' general game plan? Just so I can understand. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, you guys get stuck into a situation that you didn't want, but I want to make sure that you guys realize you only have an hour of air flight and you guys have a 9-hour travel minimum. 9-hour minimum travel.
We're gonna find
So that would put you at 8
somewhere
hours
to
left.
Take a nice short rest.
Do you guys want to take a short rest or a long rest when you land? I just want to fully grasp your intents so I don't surprise you guys with something you really don't want to run into.
We're only taking a long rest if there's some water nearby, like a natural source or something.
Okay. Not a
Have we
problem.
looked behind ourselves? I mean, I kind of get a feeling we should be looking behind ourselves. Is there like a flying mountain stalking us, maybe? I don't know.
All right, let's take a look then. Make sure that everything is on the level.
As you guys all look back, give me a perception check as you look off into the deep eyeing of the unseen horizon. Wep, as a vulture, you feel, as a giant vulture, you feel like a predator. You're bigger than all your friends. And that's great. You love it.
Carrying a rabbit.
While you're holding a rabbit.
In the
You'd be able to
is
claw it.
kicking in, and I'm holding a rabbit.
You do see, Wep, as you look back, a very dark, large, ominous, far in the distant shadow. There are things bigger than you out here, especially up here. You look back and you see the same shadow, but you know it to be at a great distance. Like, if it were coming after you, it would take some time, and you would very well be aware, most likely before it got close enough. But it's good to know that there are bigger things in this particular area of the sky, but there are none immediately in a threatening sense near you. As you guys continue your traverse, we'll say you guys hit about 30 minutes in, and you see a mild mountain range. There is no fresh water in sight. The mild mountain range could take anywhere from 30 minutes or a little less to get through, assuming that there are no conflicts. And now, if you don't go through the mountain range, you can go a little more east before you continue north. And there is a river that does come out of the mountain, though you could not make out from your vantage point exactly where it zigzags in and out from. How do you guys wish to proceed?
Mountains seem like a great place to die. And that
Oh,
river
great
looks
place to
nice.
hide. No. What if the chickens followed us?
If the chickens followed us, then we'd kill them.
The
All
mountain.
right, have the rest of you. You said
Or
a
the
half
river.
hour, right?
If you guys go over the mountain range, if you guys go by the riverside, there's no threat of. I mean, you guys have half an hour left for his flight, yes. But the question is, do you
Okay.
want to fly over the mountains or you want to go around?
Oh, right. So we have half an hour of his.
Man, I wonder
Vulture
what you
left.
guys think about sometimes. Like, I'm over here tracking like 50 little things that you guys have active, and you guys forget that one of you literally is on a timer in the sky.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no, I
didn't
thought it
forget.
was going to take half an hour to cross the mountains.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, well, yeah,
Is
well,
there-
you already
is there
flew
a
half an
travel
hour
time
also.
button for being able to take an A to B route instead of having to actually navigate through paths?
You
I
guys
don't know.
decide.
Let's go mountain, I think. Be water, maybe. We
Mountains
got
usually
water,
have
don't we?
snow caps, right?
Yeah. Will ice work for you?
This isn't a snowy mountain, but there's luscious green, so you imagine that there is water somewhere. But from your guys' POV at the moment, you can't make out a direct like, oh, there's a pool, you know.
I guess we'll follow the river. I'm not sure that qualifies as a mountain if there's not a snow cap. What do you guys think? Mountain or not a mountain?
Plateau.
Distrust the
Plateau.
Green Mountain.
It's a high altitude.
I
but
distrust it.
nonetheless, You got it. You guys pass
Maybe
by
that's-
and go around the base end of this non-ice capped mountain. In such, along the river, you see a school. And when I say a school, I mean a school of fish, amphibious-like creatures in this river, not following you all as you fly overhead and probably hit about 45 minutes, but active, alive. And then you see one of them jump out and land on hind legs as they point up at the sky at you all flying overhead. You guys pass them about 300, 400, 500 feet in the distance now. But there are other inhabitants, one can say, along this river that are definitely more of potential capable civilized natures. Do you continue for the next 15, or do you guys try to find a safe place to land and replan your approach?
That, definitely that.
Yeah, let's
Go
take
ahead
a place
and
to
give me
land.
two of you decide who, well, the group decides who two will roll a survival check to find the optimal location.
If we're gonna have to poly me again, then we might as well find somewhere to rest first.
I can't polymorph you again.
Okay, so even more my point, then we should definitely find somewhere to rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you see
Oh.
those little branches at the top of the tree? That's a perfect place to hide.
Is there's a literal clearing right there.
Yeah, but things live in the clearings. Nothing
Things
lives up.
live in the trees, and I don't want to meet either.
That's why you
I
stick
don't
to the
want to
little
fall from the
branch.
sky.
Oh,
yeah,
it's easy. Just don't hit the ground. That's the art of flying.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Just don't hit the ground.
That's very important.
It's a thing, you know. It's an aspect. Shio, you easily do see a clearing where you can probably set up tent, set up camp, etc. And it looks like a relatively safe area from your current vantage point. So you're not in any kind of doubt that. I mean, I'm not saying that you guys are safe in the wilds, but in the immediate visage, there's not like a bear hiding around the little hill that you didn't look over. You know, there's no immediate apex predator that's saying, hey, who's in my zone? This is my empty clear valley that no creatures roam. So what do you do?
I direct everyone to land there, and we can take a quick break.
I will climb out of the bag then.
Okay, you got it. I am going to try to do a little something real quick as you guys prepare your landing and go to come of the location in which you guys desire. Is there anything, like, how would the conversation start, I guess, as you guys land and I imagine begin to prep camp?
Well, as soon as what's face lands, I'm gonna cancel the polymorph spell.
Okay, you got it. Just he lands. Boop, 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 boop.
So should I heal now, or maybe just let you guys try to stitch yourself back together?
I'm gonna go lay in the river for a little bit.
Wait, no, I changed my mind. I'm gonna heal you because you're gonna be in the water. All right, everyone, come here real quick.
What?
I'm gonna change into chalice form
Okay.
and drop the healing.
You got it. 1 second. Now, I need
There
you
it
to
is.
tell me how. I mean, so go ahead and roll for the whole enchilada.
But let me see what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and then you can divvy it out, and then after you divvy it out, I need to know who gets what. And then I'll tell you guys what happens when Shio goes to do what Shio wants to do.
Angelus. I think that's enough for everybody.
Okay, so I need okay, hold on. Here is your guys's 1 second. I wanted to try something. So let me know when you guys all load in and if you guys see the back of a mountain.
I should use that extra healing to create a new species.
Are you guys loaded into the map?
Playing God again. Yeah, I'm loaded in.
Okay. Everyone's good? It's paused. Can you guys see the back of a mountain?
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect. Let's see if this works.
I knew that mountain was sneaking up on us.
Oh shit.
Okay, I didn't realize that I missed a pinpoint between the two of those, but yeah. So this is what a little cutscene could look like when I take my time. I mean, I rushed this one obviously just while you guys are doing that. But basically, how cool does that feel when you guys get introduced to a new map, etc.?
I like it.
So
Yeah.
it'll be way cooler, way cleaner, etc. But boom, here we are at your guys' camp. As Shio declares he wishes to go take a quick little dip. Iz goes and heals the crew. However, I do want to point out something real quick. Whoops. There, we'll make this.
I've been holding out on Shio because I was a fucking bird, but I can just make water.
You may translate this however you wish to your ally.
Oh, I canceled the spell. He's not a bird no more.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. No,
Okay.
I mean, he may translate this to Shio however he wishes.
Yeah, you wouldn't carry me, but I can make water.
Do you want my slime all over you?
No, I'd rather just make you a pool and don't touch
Then why would you want me to carry you?
because I would do anything to get out of the situation I was in.
You were safe behind your wall.
Relatively.
All safety is relative.
So the best part about mine
wrong,
is it
wrong.
doesn't have a time limit. We can just make you a pool and take a nap.
Look at those offers. So, real quick, I'm just trying to make like a little pool of water because I said there was one. So, trying to keep my word here. And as such, I feel like that's a little too slow, so we're gonna do that to a 3. We're gonna raise the direction, and we're gonna add that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna do apply, update tile, and this is Shio's water that he did see off to the side. Boop, boop. Put it way over here. Okay. And we'll put it in between these. So it looks more like a pond. Let's say blow it up a little. But nonetheless, if you choose to do the create food water, you can. But nonetheless, here is the beautiful water in which does reside here off along the little mountain, right? There's a little clipping, whatever. Deal with it. Suck it, guys. I just made it up. Deal with it. I guess I could have just put it in the mountain right here. I didn't see that part of the map. Hold on. Let's do it like that. Ooh, that looks way cooler. Kind of. There we go. We'll just say that. Cool. All right. So there's a little pool there. But everybody but Shio, at the time of this healing, while Shio is standing amongst all of you, receives none.
Receives what?
Nothing. No healing whatsoever. Everyone else gets this full rejuvenated feel. All of your guys' hair poofs up like you just had the best orgasm of magical power ever hit you. But Shio feels nothing. You see it, Shio. You understand what is and your allies are capable of doing, yet you yourself feel this null as it comes over and washes over you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm still dying. Ah, darn, there's a wall.
There's a wall somewhere? Where?
I don't know, it just told me I had a wall somewhere.
That's magical because there's no walls in the 3D map, but cool. So,
Might have been terrain.
all right. Nonetheless,
I brought my wall with me.
yeah. Shio, as sad as he is, heads off to the water to get a little splash and dip. The rest of you are healed, feel great. Is it a long rest or a short rest you guys actually intend to do?
Short.
Yeah, I just want to get my spells back, so definitely short one.
Guys,
All right.
guys. Do you think Shio's a Vamster now?
I don't know, but he's a little slimy.
Well, technically, Wep doesn't know what a Vamster is. Seg would be the only one that could answer you because Fenris doesn't even know what a Vamster is.
A vampire
I
hamster?
know.
I've heard of those.
Seg, how would you respond?
The question was, is Shio a Vamster now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Vamsters don't get healing. Well, I guess he didn't explode into a giant fireball, so maybe not.
Seg prepares Sacred Flame. Or like ignites Sacred Flame in his hands. I mean, there's one way to find out.
If we kill him, we can't heal him or resurrect him. I think we're still on the window.
Guys,
Are you a vampire?
nothing like a vampire.
If you're a vampire, you have to tell me. Oh wait, that's cops.
Oh, Shio's also at the pond if you guys wish to go talk to him.
Yeah.
Well, during
Well, can
this
I
short
examine the
rest,
pond to see if there's
Sure.
anything in it first?
go ahead. Give me a nature check. Who's keeping watch other than Shio who's distracted during this short rest? All of you or some of you guys distractively resting?
Let's stretch it out a little bit so we can have one crew watch and one crew rest.
All right. So what do you suggest is
know.
to the party?
I'll
Take
do
the
first
later
watch.
Because I have
Okay.
night
It's just a short rest. I don't get anything from a short rest, and I'm
Seg
fully
is
healed. I can just.
absolutely useless at a short rest, yeah.
Yeah, I
he's
don't
fucked
really
up.
need a short rest either. I'm good.
I guess isn't I can just stand watch then.
I need my spell slots back. I need a rest.
All right.
Okay,
So
so
what
one.
rests? Shio, do you need a short rest?
No, because I can't regain hit points. And I don't think any of the abilities I used were short rest retrievable.
Okie dokie. So with that, Seg and Iz, you guys take a quick brief watch. While you two are taking a watch, you do see Shio in the distance in the pond, just keeping himself damp and cool, ready for anything. Wep soundly calm inside his tent. And Fenris, dashing around faster than you guys wish to keep track without gaining a headache of your own. As he said, he had to burn off some of the caffeine. The two of you look off into the distance and see the highest point of the biblioplex. Oh, would it be nice to be at the school grounds for once? Can both of you guys give me a wisdom saving throw?
Well, that was disappointing dice roll. But it just literally dropped out out of 5, and I'm like, what is that?
Motherfucker.
What we begin with you is
Can I boost mine before I do it?
how would you like? Okay, let's say as
Let
you
me
were
check to
standing
make
there,
sure it's.
the air smells sweet. Would that be alarming enough for you to trigger a defense mechanism?
Let's see here. Let me make sure it's something I can.
Okay.
Special action. Saving throw or ability check. So
It's a saving throw.
I'll go ahead and throw it.
Okay.
I mean, it could be nothing, and I'll just burn it.
Let's see.
Go with D4, save me. Save me. Yay.
Okay. As you're keeping watch, your entire scene changes. You're walking the school halls of a particular building. You're not quite sure which at the time, but what building you're in does not matter so much as who you're surrounded with. You quickly snap into the scenario. With your 15, you realize that something has come over you briefly in the mental state. But you are completely aware in this subconsciousness, one can say. You are the Oracle. You are not the clueless is. You have all the answers. Anything you say is understood, believed, and respected without doubt. As you're walking through this hall, two particular students, I use the word students, but you, in your current state, know them as the deans, the Dean of Order, and the Dean of Death. Both strafe along your side. Though you look as big as the gecko in every video game he's ever came out in, you are yet respected and honored with your presence before them. You hear the Dean of Order, Augustus, speak out to you. Oracle, I'm telling you that if you don't do something about the timeline, it will spin out of control. We can't keep stopping the orrery over and over and over for them to keep succeeding. Something has to change, and if we have to break the rules, I'd be willing to look away. How do you respond? Imagining you had all the answers, and your job was to provide the comfort of success.
Well, do I know if breaking the rules would cause anything bad?
You know that breaking the rules has created every single timeline you have currently experienced to this point now. But at the time, though you knew that, they did not. How would you decide to convey such?
I can see every timeline, and I can see how many will die or cease to be by your actions.
And which one do we win?
I will look out for, like, stare off into space. About 1,000, maybe? But that even then, it's only 50-50.
You then hear Ambrose, his sturdy voice. Oracle, are you telling us that there's a 50-50 chance you yourself will too fail?
Yes. Something is muddling with the timelines as it is. I know not what, but I can see it is not easily dissuaded or stopped.
Is it true that it is just the orrery, or is there more? As he says that, I need you to give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy. Guys. Oh, not bad.
Okay. There's a 50-50 chance there's something else involved.
Well, I know there is. There's that giant thing is trying to battlefield.
Yes. But at this time of you telling them, there's a 50-50 chance you tell them about that. You decide now.
Oh, I will say, of course, there's something more. Okari don't have the power to alter timelines or events to a more favorable outcome, but something is.
The Dina Order brings up her sharp tone again. Now that clearly is a big concern. If we can't beat the orrery, then how are we going to beat something even stronger? What is your plan, Oracle? What will you do?
I'll carry on construction of my celestial orrery. If nothing else, we can use that as a fallback.
How far back will you go? Who will you seek?
Necessary. What am I thinking? There are 6 or more I've seen in visions and events that surround them. I must change their paths, and then and only then will we have a chance.
Ambrose then breaks the tension. Oracle, if you ever find us, in the future or the past, You can always count on us to be loyal to your aid. For we will never forget who you are. And you see him put his hand out. As he does, so does the Dean of Order, as they kind of do like that Sistine Chapel finger touch. You see both of them glow. You then hear Ambrose continue. We will seal your existence in our minds across any and all others of our entity and design. Anyone you come into contact with our DNA will recognize and understand you. On levels you too may lose yourself. And then you see the essence of the two of them just wash over you as they do. Seg. You are on a rocking ship. You hear the creaking. The water
Thank
of the
God.
waves ramming
was all a
against the
bad
sides of
dream.
the ship. You are in the Eagle's Perch, 45 feet above the base of the deck. You were to keep watch. You wake up. You hear the seagulls above. That means only one thing and one thing only. There is land ahead. What do you do as you awake from your slumber? Too prone to see over the cusp of your procured sightline.
Oh, thank God. It was all a bad dream. I knew I'd never go to school. But I will shout out Lando.
As you get up and you shout out land ho, you look forward and you see a magnificent, guaranteed to be the prettiest of richest, foolish individuals not to have a barricade along their coastal city and borders. This is a pirate's train, robbing the riches of anyone that they see. Over the next 8 hours, you and your crew, though you are just that of a mere foot soldier, you and the crew in which are your brothers and family, loot and steal almost everything. As you guys celebrate back at your ship, and the ceremony of extra giving comes from the captain, you all gather around. Your good old captain, known as the none other than, one to travel planes, one to leave existence, and one to see the future and come back from, Blackbeard. I tell you all this so many times, I see you. Each and every one of you are a child to me. I hold you in my heart, and I hold you in front of me for the cannon fodder, because you belong where you stand, in thy crew. And now, to hand out the extras, that the blunted booty of gifts to the captain do not seem necessary for myself. He goes about 13 people in of the crew, and then for the 14th name he calls, he pulls up a book. This book is fat, probably easily hundreds of pages. You don't have, like, honestly, Seg, you didn't initially learn past the 100. You knew there were twos and threes, but you didn't know it was 200, 300. Like, none of you guys speak that high. It's just more like, there's hundreds. There's hundreds of it. Let's go get it. If it's 100, it's worth it. That's a pirate tone. But
Yeah. We're illiterate. I get it.
nonetheless, as he stands there holding this grand book with a beautiful clasp over it, he goes, this big fella belongs to the biggest bird brain we have. Everyone starts laughing. They nod. A couple of there are crukras that are nearby. You never thought it'd be you. Sag Sykes, get over here, my boy. As your name gets called, you get a chill. You just said you'd never go to school, and he's holding the biggest book you've ever seen. What do you do?
I'm gonna chant "No gods, please no" in my brain, but I will approach my captain, I guess.
Like, get on up here, boy. I don't have all day, and this is heavy. He smiles, and you see all of his rotten teeth, never to be replaced. Instead, it's just a black maw of wonder. Nonetheless, you arrive to him, and he's like, you always thought you saw things from the top, eh? How about you learn to see things from inside? This here's no ordinary pex. It'll grant you access greater riches. You got a job, my boy. And it's not to get brighter than the captain. It's for you to acquire for him. Do you accept this land task? When he says land task, you just shiver inside. Every man, every pirate, every being on this ship must serve the code of the land task. They must head out to land and only come back when they have retrieved what it is the captain will never step on land for. And until you return, you do not have a crew. You do not have a family. And if you ever join another, you will be killed if you ever cross paths with one of your own kind again. When he honors you with this opportunity and your stomach drops and you know your life is either dead or back with the missing limb, how do you respond to your captain amongst the crew of 80 others, all watching as all of their stomachs dropped, knowing that one of them this day would be honored and fucked at the same time? But they all see it's you. They all sigh with relief as you look amongst the entire crew. All 80 of them smile. Well, boy, what say you?
Well, I obviously, in my brain, I don't want to do this. Do I have exhaustion in this?
You are
hallucination
your
dream memory?
normal, youthful, spirited self.
Okay. Can I make a performance check to do my very best to like accept it with grace?
Absolutely.
Okay. Bad rolls, here we come.
Your captain knows the truth, but the rest of your mates definitely think you took it with grace. As you go to depart and you turn your back, the captain throws his hand over you. And he gets real close only to where you can hear. Seg, I tell you, when you arrive at this campus, you'll see things you'll never see on the sea again. Remember all those things, because when you come back, you'll never have to leave again. And at that moment, that sounded like the best thing ever. But now you spent some time on land. The sea is great, the land is dangerous, but there is a lot everywhere that you've never seen before. You find yourself standing next to Iz as you respond to your captain with an aye. And Iz, that catches you off guard. The two of you are on watch. Do either of you share your experience?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna cast a knowing look over it, is like a bewildered face, like, yo, did you just see some shit kind of face?
Okay, Iz, give me an
Sure.
insight.
I will do so. Inside my strongest roll. Oh yes, it continues.
He looks like a fucking doofus. Seg is just throwing funny faces at your ass. You're like, oh, that's a good comic relief.
Well, yeah, kind of. If you're talking about seeing in the past, future type thing, then yes.
Wait, so you did see something?
Oh, yeah, like a memory from another me when I was big. And not me.
Well, I guess that makes sense. You get a lot of those, don't you?
No. I'm not supposed to remember those. Technically, they never happened. But
does that
yes.
mean-
Seg, give me an intelligence check. Let's see if that fries a brain cell.
Oh, it's absolutely gonna fry a brain cell. I have a -1 to intelligence and
Well,
4
there's a
points of
chance that
exhaustion.
you learn something at the cost of frying a brain cell.
Man, maybe I have 4 points of exhaustion IRL. Oh, it's over here. Disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You just get a headache
Oh,
and
God.
the conversation ends. I just blew
Actual
your
little
mind.
bits of
No.
smoke coming out of my ears.
So are we
you
alive
break
then?
them.
Or did we die?
You take
I-
over you look over yourself, and your surroundings look the same. You see Shio in the water relaxing. You see Fenris not moving as fast, but still kind of jittery. And Wep, assumably in his tent, still resting. You get the sense that an hour is coming to an end. How do the two of you wish to regather your mates?
Shio.
What? What's
Shio.
up?
Did you see the visions?
What visions is
The past futures.
past futures?
Probabilities that never happen?
What? Why would I
Shio,
see any of that?
Well, everyone else did. I think you're being left out.
you hear Shio briefly. As you wonder this, and you hear Iz bickering around you, moving in circles, acting like a Fenris and Rosie combined.
To be fair, I didn't want to land in the water.
You hear overbearingly the aboleth in your mind. The suppression of your memories run through me now. If it's important, you will know. As you wonder, you then hear this interruption and realize that not even your own thoughts are your own anymore. And then snap out of focus as Iz continues his pestering. How do you...
Shio,
There you go.
did you just have the vision? Tell me what you saw.
You feel compelled to either... You can't tell him... So basically, here's how it works, you guys. None of you understand that the aboleth has anything over Shio, but it's impossible for us to hide it and us to roleplay it fairly. So...
Oh, no,
Shio
I'm not
is...
somebody
No,
did.
I
assumed
know.
you saw
No,
it, yeah.
I totally get it. I'm just letting everyone know because I don't want Shio to have difficulty either, because I know it's hard for him because this was, like, not planned. He is incapable of telling you guys, hey, I'm fucked up by an aboleth and I'm, working with this dude. But everything that would affect the party as a whole normally, unfortunately, is being email filtered for Shio at the moment, in which Shio has to go about building the relationship with such link or surviving as he is until he can break such link. But for RP senses across the board, Shio, you can obviously hear how they describe it and be like, oh, okay, this is what I missed. You know what I mean? But you definitely understand that the aboleth it probably did get a vision. And the problem being is that you don't know what it is, but the aboleth is getting smarter and saying things that maybe it didn't know was happening. So you understand what is telling you every time anything or anyone ever brings it up, but it worries you further, Shio, because this information is being provided to someone else at your expense. So I want to make that very clear. Moving forward, how do you respond to Iz, Shio?
What? No, I'm fine. I'm just really relaxing here. The water feels nice.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, well, how about I go see if anyone else got cool visions?
Stop sniffing your potions, Is.
I mean, that's not bad. Unless they're dangerous.
It is bad.
Shio, give me an insight check to see if you can tell whether or not what was robbed from you is vital. Your gut plummets. You have no idea what it is you would have seen, but the way Iz speaks about it, it sounds as if the information provided would have given you more insight onto this artifact in which you seek. Or is it that anymore? You get confused. What are you searching for? All right. The power of the center for the artifact for no. Who are you trying to please? You struggle, but you do eventually gather your well-being in yourself. And you can present yourself back to the group after gathering how you plan to, outside of Iz's amazing cantrip that's busted, your intent of water supply. Wep, as Iz comes to bother you, you are awakened abruptly by Iz.
gross. You're a morning person.
I don't sleep, silly. Anyway, did you see cool visions?
What? You absolutely did. Tell us about him.
See the vision of a dragon in my face.
What?
You.
Oh, was it Big Me?
It's you currently.
Oh. Well, that's not interesting. Though I guess if you could see the future of me arriving, that would be. I'm gonna lose interest and wander off.
As you arrive at Fenris, what do you say to him? Like an RP his moment.
How about poke him in the face with my poking stick? Did you know I was going to do that?
Oh, wait. Put the stick right back over there real quick. Oh, that was the spot. That was the spot. Oh, he like vibrates into the stick to get that extra itch on, and then he pulls away. Yeah. It was like lots of coffee beans, and then when I had these coffee beans, I gave one to Sag, and then I left them behind. You see him looking off in the distance, like he's like still stuck in this vision that isn't the vision that you're talking about, the vision that he's currently in, because he's definitely high on caffeine.
Just caffeine fueled dreams.
Right. So no prophetic visions from you either. This is disappointing. I'm gonna go start getting my one thing back in the bag and get ready to go.
You got it. The rest of you guys pack up and prepare. Shio, is there any declaration you wish to make about your water, or is going to protect you for the entirety?
I was thinking if Iz can't protect me for the rest of the entirety, I could fill the portable hole up with water.
How
Oh
will that work?
yeah, we could do that, and I can make you a bathtub.
We have to move, Iz.
Can you drop me the portable hole details?
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Boom. Okay, then space. All of this. Okay. When you use action to close the portal hole by taking all the edge of the hole, folding it up, closes the hole, and any creatures or objects within it
You just put
remain in
water
the
in that.
space. No matter what's in it, the hole weighs next to nothing. If the hole is folded up, a creature within the hole's direction can use an action to make a strength check on a success, force its way out of peering out of the hole, or the creature carrying it. A breathing creature within an enclosed portable hole can survive for 10 minutes. That's what I'm looking for. After which time it can suffocate. Inside space created by a bag holding something destroys both items. That makes sense. Okay. How do you are you opening this hole underneath the water?
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that, and that way I can just keep refilling my water skin whenever Iz needs more water.
Okay.
Do you absorb water? You just need to be in the water. You could probably just use that thing as a pool.
Well, it has to stay where it's open, or I suffocate to death.
How about a misting spray?
We could get like a platform, like make a makeshift one and put the portable hole on that, and you guys could just like carry me. But
Fuck.
Like you just put water in it and then close it up and keep it because it's just portable water. I imagine it being like Looney Tunes.
Dude, my understanding to this is that if you open it underneath the water, to fill the entirety of this portable hole up before you were to fold it closed would be anywhere from 229 to 267 gallons of water.
wait, hold up, never mind.
It's a 6 feet in diameter, so it's huge.
Like Looney Tunes. You literally like
Yeah,
throw a
like,
hole on the ground.
and that'll just fucking suck up. Let's make it simple for everyone's understanding. 200 gallons of water can fit in this portable hole. To the
Can
way
you
I
open up a
understand
Have
it.
like a pond in your pocket.
I'm just saying, if you do that here, there might not be 200 gallons in here, so I can't tell you how much you'll get because you won't exactly have a weight system to it. But I am making it very clear that if you did open this in the intent of just making it full of water, you could have a shit ton. Just consider how it is where you place it, I guess would be the proper term. Because if you put it in the ground, it'll be considered a container, like a bucket. But
Yeah.
let's say you put it on a ceiling, it's then protruding down.
That's
via
what I was
gravity.
thinking of.
So the
You know,
catch
just
of
a
it being
giant
is that
ceiling.
it follows to my understanding, the portable hole doesn't create an extra dimensional space.
No, it just opens a portal to
It's
it.
just when you're within the hole's extra dimensional space. So the gravity terms would apply upon opening it.
The
That would be
hole
my way
itself
of
is
ruling it.
extra dimensional.
Yeah.
So like you put
if
it on the
if you put it
ceiling
on
and
the
it'll
ceiling and it was full of water, you'd be dropping it all. If you put it on the ground, it'd be contained. So that's how I would rule it going forward. Just me personally, if you guys agree with that.
Makes sense.
But just also I like your idea. I love it. But just consider that's how much it could consume if you open it immediately underneath this thing. It'll just suck up anything that's there, and then you know what I mean. At that point, it'll just be picking up sand and gravel at that point. But just so you understand, if you wish to do it that way.
I do kind of like the idea of having my own create destroy water and just placing it on the ceiling and drowning everyone in a building first.
It's more than create. You literally have a pond in it.
Pond of water.
It's more produce, not create.
Produce water.
Infinite fucking bludgeoning damage.
But with that note, is there anything in that logic that does not sound fair or should be considered?
Nah, I'm good.
Like it all sounds fair and legit for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I take
I
all
wanna
the
make
water
sure we all
though,
agree.
that'd be bad for the environment.
I was just gonna say the only
Yeah,
thing
you
I feel
don't.
bad about is that everything that's gonna be in your hole is going to die while we're just moving on.
Oh,
I
well,
guess-
put a filter in front of it. It'll be
They
fine.
Suffocate, so you're gonna suffocate any wildlife in this water.
Also, all of the wildlife that needs to drink water won't have this source anymore. Let's go just steal STRIXHAVEN water. I'm sure they're fine.
We need
But
water for
now we
you
know.
now.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you need it now. So that was why it was brought up. But I appreciate the portable hole idea. It's awesome. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you can open it like a little higher up in the water. It doesn't have to be like at the bottom of the water.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll open it up like relatively high in the water.
Okay, well, let's say it was waist level. You open it like 3 inches below your waist. That's not like that's cool. Easy 10, 15 gallons plus. So
Yeah.
it's wherever you unfold it. So it's really up to you. And since it's in water, it's buoyant. You can force it underwater. When you unfinish the fold, I'd imagine it locks in at that point.
Yeah, I imagine it just kind of like locks open just as a normal portal.
So I'll honor you 15 gallons of water that you scoop up currently. And then you close your portable hole. You have a full water skin. Nobody knows you have 15 gallons of water folded in your pocket. But you rejoin the group.
6x10 space of water.
As you rejoin your group, and the rest of you all get ready, there is I'd say about still 7 hours travel left from what I wrote down earlier when you guys first took the rest. But I'm going to honor and say 6 hours because I'm a nice guy. How do you guys wish to proceed?
Can you turn into a horse again?
Please.
He's talking about fucking caffeine. He's talking about fucking visions, and you're talking about needing water. I don't really want any of you on my back.
But if I ride in your back, I can see the future and warn you danger.
This is what I'm trying to avoid.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll carry Is. The caffeine guy, you like him, so you can carry him.
I guess we'll carry the rabbit. Just don't get weird on me.
Seg, unfortunately, you still have all of your points of exhaustion because it
All
requires
right.
a long rest to remove any of them. How do you
Right.
proceed?
You can
I
ride
mean,
on.
yeah, I'll ride if I can ride because my flight speed is significantly slower than everybody else.
If you didn't have flight, you'd be dead. I guarantee you that.
Oh, absolutely. I would have died so
That's
long
the
ago.
only reason I haven't been able to kill you with exhaustion. It's because you have flight. But I mean, I got close. So you will be going with him. Okay.
Same as our initial.
Yep, you got it. So now I need Iz and Chio to give me a quick survival check as you guys peer ahead from the height advantage to let our land folk know whether or not they need to make any detours. Not bad, Iz. Let's give Chio a chance to not be outshined. Sorry, Chio, you are outshined.
Fair.
Shio, you see nothing, yet Iz sees a complete calculated route ahead of him that just makes the most optimal sense. Shio says you should go left, Iz, you say everyone should go right. If you were to break it down, Iz, to your allies below, however you choose to communicate such information, they have 3 paths ahead of them. One is wet. You don't know how deep the water is, but from this vantage point, you imagine at least ankle level for the horse, which could be significant in movability or in threats in the water. The second route is through a more higher altitude where it's a narrow passage. In a land scenario, the horse would take up the entire passage, so no one can be on its right or left. And if it were to be repositioned forcefully, it could slide and fall down at least a 50 to 60 deep fall before coming to solid ground. And the third possible route in which you see is along a meadow field, but along the meadow field. As you see the meadows out ahead, there is this odd sway of movement in the trees that is not of wind-like nature.
Whoa. So I see a way of water, meadow,
And strict chasm, I guess. Steep chasms.
and a chasm of doom. I'm sure there won't be giant scorpions or anything down there.
It's a chasm with a 50-foot drop if you were to fall. I will say the submerged passage is about 90 feet that they have to pass through. It's the width of the river passing through, and it's at least ankle length of a horse, so that's maybe 8 inches. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you put it into perspective, a lot can hide in 8 inches. And
Are any of
then
them flowing towards the school?
What do you mean flowing? Oh, like the river itself, or you mean like all of them go
Yeah.
towards school?
Well, I mean, it's a water flowing towards the
Oh,
school.
no, the water is flowing south toward you. You guys are heading north.
Ah. Okay, guys. What do you guys feel like? I've got the chasm of doom, a river, ankle deep, and some meadows.
Do the meadows have butterflies?
Yes,
It's a
but they're
trap.
also. Oh, I was about to say their meadows are usually where the hunters are. So yeah.
Have you been shot before?
No, but I've seen things get eaten.
That's not good.
That's why I stay in the little branches. So I was thinking
So
maybe
you
we could follow the
convey
river.
this information to Sagan the horsehound.
Druides?
Yeah, this is the only one I can talk to as a horse.
Okay, so would you respond to Iz? Since he can communicate with you.
Not well, because just like Shio, you're freaking me out, man.
But amongst
Oh.
those 3, where do you think you yourself, being the one on foot, would excel, not excel, or
Middle,
risky, not
absolutely. I'm
risky?
a horse and there's a meadow.
Okay, we'll have to watch out for the lions. But okay, meadow.
And
Anyone
it's
else?
in
Giant
trees.
Meadow?
I mean, they're just lions, right?
Something's over. We don't even know. Something's over the tree line.
Can I look closer at that meadow? Because I don't trust it. I don't trust no meadows.
Well, your
I mean, I
survival
don't
instincts
see
are bad, but I'll
anything.
give you an insight check. You look across the three of them. The chasm has the least visible threats, meaning the biggest threats is the land itself, at least to what you can understand from your visage. You're sure there might be something living there, but whether or not it's a significant threat, it's not in surplus of visual. The submerge, there's a lot of movement in that water. Not necessarily where you'd go through, but it is an ecosystem that is lively, and you've seen pretty much all the rivers up to this point have some kind of standard apex tyranny. Through the Meadow Pass, you see your basic deer and maybe a couple cat-like figurines. I wouldn't say as far as a lion, but like cougars, etc. However, as is mentioned, there's a liveliness to the entire meadow that does not persist with the other two options. We'll say the activity at the meadow is heightened.
Wait,
Down
did
for
you not
middle or
believe
right?
me?
The meadow is a trap.
Middle or right? Like, what I
I-
learned from Finding Nemo is you gotta go over, not through.
Yeah, I say we follow the little river and not go through the chasm.
I want to do anything but the river.
No.
Okay,
river
so
be
I'm
fine.
not hearing any complaints about the mountain pass.
The
You can't
chasm?
really see through it, but
We could
Okay.
send a minor illusion through first to see if anything bites.
it's a minor illusion.
What?
I like that bait idea.
All right.
Sag, what's your opinion?
The meadow seems sus. It'd be easy to fly across the canyon, but I don't know how we would get our flightless compatriots across it.
Oh no, we're going through it.
Oh,
So ambush for sure, probably,
absolute ambush there, yeah.
but we
How high
could.
are these valleys? Like, I got rope and a grappling hook. Can we make something happen?
I mean, we could
How many
fly up
days
there
are
and
we going to be doing that for?
Because unless you're gonna poly me, I'm not flying.
Well, yeah, and we
Can
still need
Sig
to
not
get
pick you up?
Fenris.
Next
I can
level, I
pick-
get flight. Not now.
I can pick Fenris up probably, although I don't know if my 3 points of
Well,
exhaustion
how high is the canyon?
effect.
We could take both of us up. You go, bring one. You come down, bring the other, or you hold the rope and bring him, and I'll just climb up the rope.
I would say from this POV, we'll pause it, and I will create a good visual for you guys to consider, and I'll give you measurements, etc., and let you guys logistically figure out before next week how in the world you guys plan to, or which path you guys wish to choose. I'll create a cool ass visual for all three, so you guys will have, because you guys are two or three, you guys are flying, so you can see almost anything below you outside of a certain POV or vantage point. The chasm is the clearest, but also screams invisible dangers. It's a high point this is the highest altitude, so anything could be up there, but what you see is nothing. But usually what you don't see is the more danger. The Meadow Pass, it's all kinds of sus because that it would be the most activity-like zone of survival and livingness. However, the Submerge Pass, which would be the river, is definitely promising with all kinds of purposeful challenges, considering nobody has any swimming speed outside of polymorphing, etc. So each one has its own troubles, but this is the grand gestures of finding your way back to campus. So our next session will be with you guys making a decision. I'll create a super cool graphic. I'm off tomorrow, so I can make something super sick, and I'll have it to you guys tomorrow by noon, I promise. I have all kinds of stuff in the fire already. Not too shabby. I'm gonna get with Fenris and see what we can do to get him with us and figure out what I can do to make his life easier. I can't promise I can babysit anyone for him, but we'll see if we can convince other family members to take over. But anything you guys got for me?
For sure, the water is just too perfect. It is a trap.
The
It's
water is
ankle deep.
definitely a trap.
It's too perfect. One, we always fight fish people, and two, you need water.
Yeah, it's too perfect. I have enough water with my portable hole now.
Pocket
We'll be
pond.
fine. Pocket pond.
I don't know. What if your conditions like gets worse and you need like to breathe water, like with gills?
I
like
have
the-
plenty of water.
Yeah,
Is
pocket pond, and we are going to fix this.
On that note, Shio, I'm impressed you haven't died yet.
me too.
That's great to hear.
We're
So-
working on it.
Not too shabby. But otherwise, is there anything that I missed or you guys didn't get any clarity on that I can clear up for you?
No paddle blast as always,
No.
guys.
All right, you guys, good luck. I'll have something cool visually tomorrow. And then drop any questions you might have based off the visuals. Whatever you see in the visuals is what I will use against you guys in session and out of session. And that's it for now. I did post a thing on Discord. I don't know if you guys saw it.